This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Are you a successful entrepreneur or business person who appreciates all the perks that come with success? Lavish homes, flashy cars, generous expense accounts? Well, isn't it time you attain the ultimate status symbol? Your very own personal announcer. Your friends and colleagues will be impressed when they meet this dapper gentleman with the commanding voice. He's the announcer guy.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for coming to my party. Who's this?
Hey, Cindy. Check this out. This is my very own announcer guy. Hey, announcer guy, say something.
Hello, Cindy. It's time to meet your very special party guest. Say hello to Phil Mondor. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Well, thank you. Of course, I know Phil, and nice to meet you, Mr. Announcer Guy. By the way, Phil, you look great.
Oh, thanks. I got this new suit.
Tonight, Phil is dressed for success in a fashionable hand-tailored Armani suit. With softly constructed shoulders and a slimming silhouette, Phil is comfortably attired for whatever environment he should find himself in. Retail value, $2,500. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Ooh, I wish I hadn't given the price on this.
Wow. That's great. Phil, let me get you a drink. What are you having?
You know, I think I'll have a beer.
This evening, Phil will be enjoying Dewar's on the Rocks.
What?
Dewar's, the finest blended Scotch whiskey money can buy. And as always, we remind you to please drink responsibly. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
I guess a Scotch would be okay. Thanks, announcer guy.
He's your own personal announcer, and he's only available from Bob and Tom Enterprises, a division of Frigamall Industries.
You get more respect from the company you keep when you're introduced by a guy whose voice is really deep. Announcer guy, he makes announcements just for you.
He's the announcer guy, and like it or not, he'll follow you anywhere.
All right, my son, let's hear your confession.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been
3 months since his last confession. Good morning, Father O'Malley. Say hello to Phil Mondor. Recently, Phil has embezzled from the office football pool, run over the neighbor's cat, and has had some extraordinarily erotic dreams starring his 18-year-old neighbor, Caitlin Kravitz. Caitlin's appearance is brought to you by Nikon. Nikon, maker of the world's finest binoculars. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Jesus H. Christ, Phil Mondor. That's one hell of a confession, or my name's not Father Mark O'Malley. Now, here to present your penance is my announcer guy.
Thanks, Mark. For Phil's penance, Father O'Malley orders 10 Hail Marys and 20 Our Fathers. Now go and sin no more. And thanks for visiting Father O'Malley's confessional. And please accept these fabulous parting gifts. A case of Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, and the hot new CD recording, Larry Morgan Reads the New Testament. This is Tony Lamont speaking.
Your friends will be impressed, and you'll be really proud when you're introduced by a guy whose voice is way too loud. Announcer guy, he makes announcements just for you.
The Announcer Guy, only from Bob and Tom Enterprises. This is Larry Morgan speaking.
Just as I was, hi, how are you?
Hello, testing.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio,
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, hello.
Hi, chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Jeff Hoskey's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. How's your day? How's your day, buddy? Good.
Getting organized.
Yep.
Stacks of papers.
Got a letter about you and being organized.
Things flying through the ether over here.
Yep.
Okay. Got that off. A few buttons I got to touch over here.
I know you've been jazzing it up. You like that album Jazz for Meth Lovers, I think.
Fast jazz in the morning.
Way too fast for me.
So acid jazz has now become meth jazz?
Meth jazz? Yeah, I think so.
It is fast.
I like that smooth sax laid back.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, not the. I don't
Is
like
that what you were listening to this morning?
Faster the better.
No, I was listening to the Ray Bryant Trio.
The Ray Bryant Trio?
Wait a minute.
This is classic stuff.
Ray Bryant. He's under my radar.
It's very good. I think you'd enjoy
Very
it very
fast.
much.
Very
Not
fast.
necessarily. He's got some mellow stuff like this. How about that?
That's mellow.
He found a slow one.
No, this is Angel Eyes.
Oh.
That's
it's
everyone's
beautiful.
humming that across America. Sure.
Well,
Is it a Jeff Healy cover?
Jeff Healy, yeah.
I don't expect too many people to have taste.
Oh, Jeff Healy. Yeah.
I love that Angel Eyes song.
Yeah, this is a different version of Angel Eyes from the 50s.
Oh.
The man can play.
Oh, so it's not the Jeff Healy song.
No.
Oh. So what? Is Ray Bryant not with us anymore?
Sadly, that's correct. But what a player. In any event, let's see now. I do have some interesting things, kind of a quiz here. And I would expect Mr. Oskey to do very well in this. Jeffrey?
We're opening things with a quiz?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Now, I was talking about hippie slang the other day. Mm-hmm. And how I was surprised how much of it was still out there. Mm-hmm. And this is a very obvious one.
Cool's the only one I can think of that's still out there.
That's been there kind of
the
forever.
hippies started, yeah. Or did they? I think the hippies started Cool.
No, Cool's been around way before that. Cool Jazz was around a long time ago.
Yeah, all right. Not played by the Ray Bryant Trio, I'll tell you that.
I was just looking up Ray Bryant.
Very cool. The guy's really cool.
I bet we can get him in
Ray
here.
Bryant, I don't think so.
We get him in here tomorrow?
I was attracted to his chubby daughter, Lane.
Lane Bryant? Yeah. What about her?
She played some mellow jazz.
Better the cushion, better the pushing.
No, sadly, Ray left us in 2011.
Yeah. The guy's a great artist. I don't know what's wrong with you.
No more new. Oh, that's sad. Let's take a moment.
If we can get back to my letter
We're taking
here.
a moment, Tom, for Ray Bryant's passing. Okay, go ahead.
How about this one? Like this a little bit better?
This.
Well, that sounds like.
I feel like in 45 seconds, going to kick into locomotive breath.
They played this at his funeral?
Maybe.
I love
and
locomotive breath.
shuffling madness.
I do too.
That is
locomotive
that
breath.
is a great song. For those of you that are familiar with it, it's a great Jethro Tull.
Oh, yeah. That moves,
Aqua
too.
Lung. Okay, wait a minute. Where was I? Eugene, kind enough to write a letter. Dear Bob and Tom Show. He writes from California. Speaking of hippie slang, how about this one? This is really easy. I'm giving you a slow pitch, Jeffrey. Put that joint out. The fuzz are coming.
Well,
Duh.
Yeah.
And your thoughts? What does that mean?
you know what the fuzz is.
The fuzz is...
Fuzz is like...
And it's way pre-hippie. Way pre-hippie.
Fuzz?
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it?
That's 20s and 30s.
Oh, my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
The fuzz.
Oh, yeah, the fuzz. Yeah.
Okay,
Where did that come from? Where did fuzz come from?
That's Capone stuff.
Yeah.
Really? I wonder where that did come from.
Well, I decided I wanted to find out slang terms, and I've heard almost all of these. Some of these are really old. Flatfoot.
Flatfoot.
Yeah.
Hey, Flatfoot.
You know,
That's
because they're out on the beat. They're walking.
Yeah, they're
around
walking.
with flat
Yes,
feet.
Pat?
Calling one a Barney is not a good idea.
What's a Barney?
Barney from...
Barney Fife?
Barney Fife,
Oh,
Mayberry.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Is that how you ended up in jail?
Put down the gun, Barney, I think is what I said.
Oh, is that
yeah.
what you said?
I like. I'm
By the way,
fond of when I get pulled over. First of all, I go, "Don't you know who I am?" And then I follow that up with, don't you know I pay your salary?
Those always work.
Yeah. Get off on the right foot.
I like to yell, I got your badge, pal.
That's right. I'm going to have your bag. Yeah.
Can you imagine saying,
I think the problem is 99% of the information we have about police we get from cop shows. And I told you I was talking to Jeff's friend who's a cop that I've gotten to know, and he can't watch police shows with his girlfriend because he keeps going, nope, fake, would never happen, and it ruins them for her. Classic cop slang, obviously the word cop, fuzz, heat, the law, the man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Now, we differentiated the man from Lou Reed, I'm waiting for my man.
That's one of your favorite phrases.
To be your drug dealer.
The man.
I got the man coming over.
My man, not the man.
Oh, that's...
The man is the police. My man is a drug dealer.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know the distinction.
Can't the man be anybody in charge, though?
Yeah,
it's a
corporate
authority
Right?
figure.
Yeah, like you're the man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tom's
You're welcome.
I like to hear that from a woman, especially.
You're the man, and I'm the man. And
How about the po-po?
Ugh.
That's current, right?
Not really.
5-0.
Yeah.
Why 5-0? The Boys in Blue. That's a TV show. Right?
Boys in Blue.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit like a Broadway show. We are the police. We can dance like this. Okay.
What are you doing over there, pal?
Now, most of these I'd heard before. Johnny Law.
I like that. Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone.
Saying that?
I don't see some. Well, Johnny Law's coming. What are you living in a movie in 1956? The DTs.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
isn't that something you get when you quit drinking?
Yeah, it stands for detective team. Jakes.
Never.
Yeah,
Never
I've heard that.
Yeah, I have too.
Really?
Is that like the Two Jakes, the movie?
I don't think so, but maybe it is. It has to be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, popular in hip hop culture, 12.
Never heard.
Oh, Adam 12.
Oh,
It says popular in rap culture, possibly from the radio code 1012.
Oh.
So,
Adam 12. See the man.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I love that show.
So did I.
I have no idea why. But
Emergency
I sure
and Adam 12.
That is an evening of entertainment.
You're right.
Right there.
I never heard this one. The Undies are coming.
The Undies?
Are they undercover?
Must be undercover, yeah.
Again, I don't see a real hardened criminal saying that. Start talking about undies, you're going to get your get your face beaten. Keep your undies to yourselves. The Knock.
I like that, but it's you hear the knock on the door, you either run out the back door or
the knock. The knock is a coming. Well, thank you very much for sending your letters. We're gonna have a whole bunch more we got to get to coming up. A lot of interesting things happening. A lot of sporting news. Chick McGee, is that correct?
We had NBA playoff games last night. 2 upsets. The Cleveland Cavaliers got their various male members knocked in the dirt last night by the Indiana Pacers. They win Game 2, take a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. They win 121-19. Tyrese Halliburton, the hero, a three-pointer with 1.1 seconds left.
Ooh.
And this, of course, follows up last week or the week before last when they did a survey of NBA players, and they all agreed that Tyrese Halliburton was the most overrated player in the NBA.
Oops.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And Golden State beats the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota last night without Steph Curry, 99-88. Steph has an MRI exam today about his hamstring. He was touching his bottom while he was on the court.
Okay, we'll get to all those exciting.
And Kentucky Derby news, and people are upset, and NHL playoffs.
Is the winner going to stay the winner this year?
The Kentucky Derby? Yes, but it won't win the Preakness.
What?
Oh, no. Okay, we'll find out. Right now, I want to say this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. Well, if you want to say it, go ahead and say it. All right. You talked me into it. The Silac Insurance Company, what are they all about? Well, they're all about what's not happening right now in the stock market. Up, down, left, right. It's about having a steady income with something called an annuity. The experts on annuities, the Silac Insurance Company. Maybe you're a few years away from retirement, maybe many years away, but wouldn't it be nice to know that down the road you're going to be okay? You can't outlive your money with something called an annuity. Find out what I'm talking about from the people who actually know what they're talking about at Silac. You can go to just visit them online at SILACINS.com. An easy way to get a hold of them, take your phone and call the number #250 and just say the keywords lifetime income. Find out how this is going to work. Social Security may not be enough. It'd be really nice to know that you've got a nest egg that's not ever going to run out. And whatever happens in the stock market, your cash is going to come on a steady basis. And what's happening in the stock market won't matter to you and your retirement. Get all the real details. Find out what restrictions apply. See if you're eligible. Once again, just call pound 250. Say the keywords lifetime income. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it. Live on it. We plan on talking to Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk. Lots of other cool things coming up in the news I'm very excited about, including two really cool stories about your smartphone and the survivability of a smartphone when dropped or pushed from a great distance. Also, news from the world of being impaled at the Coliseum. Oh, it hurts. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Worried about your battery and the heat? We get it. You don't want to get stranded somewhere with a car that feels like an oven. We've got you covered at AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. Our free battery testing and charging service can help. And if you need a battery, we'll help you find a new one, no problem. Power through with free battery testing and charging at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
There's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. I hope today goes well. Yesterday there was some kind of, I don't know if it was sunspots or some kind of something in the ether causing my life to have lots of problems with electricity.
Huh.
My television, all of them in my entire house, the sound would come on for 5 seconds, then go away for 5 seconds, then come on for 5 seconds.
Oh, that's maddening.
Especially great if you're watching a game, you know.
So I'm just, electricity kicked my ass yesterday. I don't know a lot about electricity, but I can change a light fixture.
Yeah.
We changed a light fixture to your house.
Sure.
Sort of.
No, we did. We installed new light fixtures.
So I was changing a light bulb, and I walked in, and there's 4 lights, and one's out. I go, well, I got my light bulbs on. Hot dog, here we go. I know where they are. I go, switch, screw. Something falls out of the socket in the light fixture.
Uh-oh.
So I think, well, that can't be good. So I go get the light bulb, screw it in, will not light.
Geez.
Try 5 other light bulbs, will not light.
Need a new ballast?
So I think, okay, I'll change these light fixtures out.
Yeah.
So in taking them down, I forgot to turn off, you're supposed to turn off the power, kids.
Yes.
Right.
I am a daredevil. I just turned the wall switch off. I know that's wrong, but I forgot to do that too.
Oh.
And as I'm taking the light fixture down, it goes, and now nothing works on that side of the wall.
Oh. And then my email stopped working. I was waiting for something's up.
Something's up.
I think we had such a good show yesterday. Maybe it was reverse karma. That's what I think.
This is crazily ironic on 100 levels.
Yeah, okay, so we'll figure this out. We're going to move forward today. I hope everything works. Pat, you want to get your guitar, take a strum, see if that thing works?
Oh, I'll see.
Yep.
Okay. Now we this is the segment of the program we like to grab mail. Does that sound good, Pat? Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Perhaps a song? Why don't you think of a song you want to play?
How do you guys start your day?
I wake up and shower.
Tom?
Well, it depends.
This is Wordle, don't you?
Oh.
Oh, no, I do Wordle after the show.
I did not get it today.
I haven't done it yet.
Incredibly embarrassed. 6? 5.
How about I start the show off with a little Wordle?
All right.
You ready?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
You played this already.
There was an issue with the electricity on my iPad. Tom is doing something weird.
See, I'm telling you.
I tried to screw in this light up here, and the ballast went
There
out.
must be
Don't
sunspots.
you live my life.
There's still the intro?
Yes. Well, I was. Now here comes the intro again.
I got a light guy if you need it.
I was going to say this, but I wasn't that excited to hear the song until this all happened. Now I'm very excited.
We should explain Wordle is, of course, a fun game from the New York Times.
And what's the New York Times? Walk that.
Oh, it's the old gray lady.
Explain that.
This is now becoming Freebird.
The Fifth Estate or whatever. Oh, he's still playing. Yeah.
Wake up early, slow as a turtle. Check my phone, do my Wordle. Got it in 5. Pour me a coffee, hope the cream doesn't curdle. Got nothing to do, already did my Wordle. Maybe go for a drive. Right around 7, I go to Bob Evans with my breakfast crew. I tell the boys my favorite story. That time I got Wordle in 2.
I got it in 2 last week.
Wordle. It keeps my mind fertile.
Yick.
Morning mental hurdle.
I think it was brave.
Should I post today's score? Yesterday it was 4. I'll text my daughter and son if I get it in 1.
Oh, thank you very much, Patty G. A little tribute to Wordle.
Have you ever gotten it in 1? Like just
Twice.
guessed?
Once.
That just means that your starter word you just guessed. There's no skill at all.
Well, of course. But
Yeah,
I thought your starter word was always the same word.
I've changed it over the years.
Yeah, you got to change it, or you'll go mad. That's my observation.
But I have to be focused. For example, during that song, I started it, and I've got 4 letters and 3. I've got, I won't say what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be really clever. So I tried a really cool thing. It didn't work.
So it wasn't you were wrong. It wasn't clever enough for you.
Sometimes you have to think. They're trying to outsmart you. When you think it's going to be this,
Oh,
go,
wait a
no.
minute. This is the most paranoid story I've ever heard in my life.
You think
Please continue.
Wordle is trying to outsmart you?
Yeah, they always do weird. So I thought it might be the word achoo. That's a pretty good guess, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I ended up with 4 of the letters correct. But yeah, it's a fun game.
Is achoo a word?
It shows up in.
There are some words that it won't recognize.
ACHOO shows up in crossword puzzles all the time. Yes, and it accepted it as a word. It's fun. If you never played, it's a fun thing.
Thanks.
It gives me something to do. It gives me something to do every day.
I do Sudoku or whatever it is.
So yeah, I don't.
I'm really a lot better with numbers than I am with letters, obviously.
Oh, that's true. I mean, how many marriages?
How's that house on?
How many do I have?
4.
4.
How many houses do you currently own?
2.
And once again, if you're keeping score.
How many mortgage payments do you have?
If you're keeping score.
You're good. Yeah, you're good with numbers. All right.
Next year, when
My
Christy
bank
and I
balance, 0.
when Christy and I get married, that'll be 9 marriages between us.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
You've been married how many times?
3 times.
Okay.
And she's been married
4.
4. So when
That'd
we
be
get
5.
married, it'll be my
2 for
4th
me,
and her 5th.
1 for you.
1 for me, Oscar.
2.
Okay, wow.
2.
Josh, come on.
Get on
Jump on board.
It sounds great.
Josh throwing off the medium.
What are you trying to say? Making it sound attractive?
What, you don't want to lose all your stuff? Come on.
Hey, speaking of numbers, is it 100 degrees in here?
Yes.
What's happening here? I know this is
They're
radio.
on it. They're
All
working
that
on
electricity issues we're having.
Okay. Do you have a letter over there, Chick?
Oh, geez. Yes, I do. Something about Jeopardy last night. Here it is. Tom would have enjoyed the clue on last night's episode of Jeopardy. Starts and ends with the letter D. That was the category.
Right.
In 1850, someone made up the 15-letter word meaning confused and upset.
Oh, you
Can I
got this.
say-
And it's the word you use almost every day. From the
Discombobulate?
From the Latvian kombu, C-O-M-B-U. Actually, around 1850, someone made up this 15-letter word meaning confused and upset, and it is discombobulated.
And then I've asked the question. You never hear anyone say, I'm really combobulated. Let's go. We're ready.
Well, maybe that's not a word then.
No, this person only made up discombobulated.
Discombobulated, datcombobulated. I don't know. You think about it. Every word was made up if you want to start somewhere.
True.
Right, but some.
Yes,
This
there were
one didn't
cavemen.
really come from
I think the electricity has seeped into the studio.
Yeah.
There's no Greek or Latin derivative
Right.
for this.
Okay.
Like the word copacetic is the same. If you ever hear that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, somebody just made that up.
That's a jazz thing, right?
That's a fun word, though. Copacetic.
Yeah.
That's really, I love that one. That's early jazz.
I couldn't
right?
spell it, though.
I think so.
Is that a C or a K? I assume C.
C.
That's even on a popular song, too. Do you know?
Just don't get it. You keep it copacetic and you learn to accept it and know.
Oh, that is a
I
good
like
song.
that.
What is that?
I'd have to. It'll come to me.
Well, okay, well, good.
No, I almost got it.
Hey, good morning. If you're just joining us, hello, testing. Are we there? Okay, good. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show, coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. More letters. We were talking a lot about phrases from moms and dads. Here's a nice one. Bill writes from Wisconsin. I remember hearing the phrase, "I'll slap you so hard, your kids will be born dizzy."
Whoa. That's
particularly
hard.
interesting to do it to a boy. I guess it's going to affect the seed. That's the implication there. Okay. You guys were talking about tough jobs yesterday.
Yes.
Interesting news story. Did a survey. What are the most difficult jobs to do? And there are a lot of really tough ones out there.
Number one
Firefighters.
was construction workers.
Yeah.
1A. Number one's working for Tom.
This would be coming to us from James. I was a military police officer.
Ooh.
I also worked construction for my dad, who was a general.
Ooh.
I also built houses for a decade. Then I worked as a correctional officer for the state. Anyone thinks their job is tough, come walk with me through the prison.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe that's not on there.
Yeah, prison guard. I imagine that's...
This guy has some tough gigs here. Robert writes in. Well, first off, he's a USMC veteran. And
Hoorah, yes.
Yes, and his last name is Piles. So how'd you like to be Private Piles?
Oh.
That's
He
brutal.
didn't hear Gomer enough.
So,
did he?
yeah, you
That
know
was
he
one
heard.
of the nicknames they used in Full Metal Jacket.
Exactly.
Whatever you say, Pile.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's two tough things, to be named Pile in the Marines and to be in the Marines. He says, I'm a high-rise window specialist. We forgot about these.
I
these
could
folks.
never do that.
I hang on the side of very tall buildings, cleaning windows using only ropes and a board to sit
thanks.
on. Ugh. Yeah, super stressful.
Do you think somebody took a job window washing and weren't really that okay with heights and then worked into it? Or do you have to just go ahead and take the job and knowing you're okay with heights?
Could be possible. Now,
Yeah.
one could, if we wanted to really try to give our dime store psychoanalysis of Mr. Piles, he needed the adrenaline rush.
Oh, there you
Sort
go.
of the Hurt Locker thing.
That or he wanted to be away from some guy shouting orders at him.
Yeah, I'm getting up there.
Yeah. Well, when I'm on the 15th floor staring at some secretary banging her boss, you... Oh, wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry. Is it okay if I'm in charge for a while? Well, thank you very much.
Robert, thank you for all you do and have done.
Now, we have all kinds of unusual topics. We'd love to hear your thoughts on everything. This would include Kevin from Bakersfield writing, my dog is a 13-year-old golden retriever named Honey. She's lately been enjoying the nice weather, rolling on the lawn, and laying in the fresh growth.
I bet she has.
When I was petting her tonight, I realized she smells like popcorn farts.
Hang on a second.
And she goes, no offense, Christy, but I'm going to have to give her a bath. Now, this is because of Christy's
Oh, the popcorn
discussion
farts.
yesterday about...
I admitted that I have popcorn farts. Yes, I'm not the only one.
Again, that is turning someone on
I
so
think you
much
might
right
be.
now.
No,
Please,
you just don't want to admit it.
Fill a Ziploc.
Now, it wouldn't be a complete day without a Chuck Norris joke.
Oh.
And, again, I'm the only one that enjoys these, so I'll just read this
No.
for my own benefit.
I'm going to open my mind. I'm going to breathe. If this is funny, I'm going to laugh.
There were 3 yesterday that caught me off guard, and I enjoyed
They were
all
very
of
good.
them.
When Chuck Norris left for college, he told his father, you're the man of the house now.
Oh.
Kind of reversing
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I think that's funny for any young man to do.
Yeah. That'd be, yeah.
But
Take
Dad
care-
does it.
Right before your dad smacks you in the face.
Hey,
Yeah.
Take care of my mother, will you?
Yeah. Be nice to her. I've got a letter over here.
Go
Ready?
ahead.
This is sports related. Keeping with the tush push theme, the Eagles have the tush push, the brotherly shove with the quarterback sneak. The Packers are trying to get it banned, which it should be. No one player should be able to help another player on the field make forward motion. You can't do it. Anyway, you mentioned Tush Push sounds like a porn video. Well, sir, you would be correct. I worked in an adult store back in the late 80s. There was, in fact, a series of adult tapes called Tush Push. You get 3 guesses of what the theme of them was. All right. Thank you, Michael. There you go.
Now, a totally different topic.
Yep.
This is from Chris, once again in Bakersfield, California.
Oh, see, this is this week's Idaho?
Last week was Idaho.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's California.
It's always Michigan, of course, and Idaho. And now
hands down, the best way to reheat cold pizza is to fry it in a skillet with butter.
I've heard this, yeah.
Really?
That does sound pretty good.
Fry it in the skillet with butter.
Yeah, I am not a big fan of cold pizza. In fact, I never have it. But we were talking about reheating it in a microwave, and it was suggested that those air fryers is the best way.
There's a whole, you could go online. There's 10,000 different ways to do it, it looks like, but
There's
they're
a
all.
pizza stone. You put in
Yeah, it's
your
like,
oven.
hey, you know what? I'll just eat it cold.
But, this sounds pretty good. A little bit of butter, get that cheese melted.
Fair enough.
Get the bread nice
You could
and soft.
chop up a hat and
True.
butter and garlic, and it's the best I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah, it's
a little felty.
I'm not going to any extra work for leftover pizza at all.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm with you. Just eat it cold.
I want to know what happens when you heat it up in the microwave and the dough becomes a little more chewy. What is that?
Why does it do that?
There's something going on there. There's something going on there that they don't want us to know.
I think it's molecular.
I think you're right. They're deep down. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for you.
Okay. I like the frying idea. It sounds good. Coming up, we have interesting stuff in the world of sports.
NBA playoffs last night. The road teams are king. Warriors win in Minneapolis. The Pacers take a 2-0 lead in their series in Cleveland last night. Tyrese Halliburton, your hero. In the NHL, Jacob Slavin scored in overtime.
Slavin, Hyben, Schmelgen.
Carolina
Gary
Hurricanes.
Lewis.
Carolina Hurricanes beat my Caps 2-1 last night in Game 1.
Tom really spelled that bet out for you.
Yeah, he did.
In case we didn't know. Jerry Lewis.
And there's more. Zach Hyman
Well, because it didn't make any sense.
scored from just above the right circle, and that's why it made sense. With 3:02 left,
Bob Zaney. No
Edmonton
setup.
wins last night, and Kentucky Derby winner Sovereignty will not run in the Preakness. That means there will not be a Triple Crown for the 7th consecutive year. Trainer Bill Mott told Preakness officials that the plan will be to enter Sovereignty in the Belmont. This is the 4th time since Justify won all 3 races in 2018.
Oh.
We'll
and more
find out
sports coming up.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Right now, I want to remind you that the clock is ticking. It's almost ticked off because Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. I hope you are ready. Okay, here's your last shot. Everybody knows flowers, great, especially roses, great. The number one gift on Mother's Day. How about a rose that's going to last forever? Well, that's what you're going to get because the regular roses end up in the trash in a few days. Garbage, gone, nothing left, no memories. However, the Steven Singer rose.
Left, no memories.
Am I painting this too dark?
I'm
It's
going to
pretty
start.
dark.
I'm going to start crying. What are you talking about?
Well, Mom, hope you enjoyed your 2 days of roses. Now it's back to me being difficult. No, you want to be nice. How about a forever rose? A long-stemmed rose dipped in gold from Steven Singer Jewelers. By the way, let's face it, this is your last chance today. Your last chance for free shipping to arrive in time for Mother's Day if you order by 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Daylight Time. If you want to get free shipping, you've got to do it today. So you probably have to do it right now. Nothing says I love you like a real authentic Steven Singer 24-karat gold dip rose. It lasts forever, comes in a beautiful gift box with a card from you telling that mom how much you love her. Only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. Visit the entire catalog at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's right, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. Check out the At Last bracelet. That's my personal favorite, and Christie's too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, lots of other stuff going on. Check out the long stem gold dipped roses from Steven Singer Jewelers. Coming back, we've got some interesting stuff in the world of sports and more letters from you. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
500.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Josh Arnold, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey. I remain Chick McGee. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Almost electrocuted yesterday. No, don't worry. I'm okay.
Did you buy a new light fixture?
Just every time I walk by a microwave, I piss my pants. But I'm okay.
That 110 volt, that reminds you you're alive.
Yeah.
It's an attention getter.
It is.
And it had been a long time.
Was it the phrase, hey, I only go to the box when it's 220?
220. A friend of mine, you guys remember Rob the Nut.
Sure,
Rob the Nut was my handyman for the longest of times. Then he really did embrace being the nut. But he said, yeah, you don't go to the box or anything under 220. But if you get shocked by 220, he said he got shocked one time. And he remembers. And he woke up across the room.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. You don't want that to
It was
happen.
something else.
Okay, be careful out there.
Yes, please.
Oh, got a couple quick letters I want to get to.
All I could hear when I got shocked yesterday was Tom in my head going, hire out.
You didn't go to the box, did you?
I didn't go to the box. I did it all wrong, man.
Okay. So
Electricity's not my
friend.
friend.
You got a real professional coming over today to do it for you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that'll be very helpful.
I'll see you at 1.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
A couple letters that tie in with a couple different stories. This is interesting. This comes to us from Autumn. And first of all, she
Boy,
says...
I don't like that name.
Oh, I do. I think it's real pretty.
No.
Hope she was born in autumn.
Well, she wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Because yesterday...
That's strike 2.
Right?
Yesterday I mentioned that it was Willie Mays' birthday. Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, the great baseball player. Willie Mays had the good taste to be born in May.
Right.
But I was kind of wondering how that works across the board. If your name is April, were you born in April, et cetera, et cetera. We found out that January Jones, the actress, mostly known from Mad Men, born in January. But boy, a lot of them are not. A lot of them, it just doesn't work out. She's one of them. She goes, my name is Autumn, but I was born in the spring. I was named after a song from Edgar Winter on the It Only Comes Out at Night album.
I have no idea.
I'm aware of the album.
Has that great song, Frankenstein.
That's the only song I know on that album.
Yeah, Edgar Winter, I highly recommend an album called...
Is Autumn also an instrumental? And is it just leaves falling and birds tweeting?
I don't remember that one either.
Yeah.
I would recommend the Edgar Winter album called Roadwork.
Okay.
Rick Derringer, Johnny Winter.
Okay.
It's great. She goes, I'd like you to check something out because she is writing from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. You had the news story about the truck that almost fell off the bridge.
Correct.
Guy was dangling there, and they rescued him. Amazing rescue. Very brave people. It said, check out the Facebook page called the Louisville Can Opener. It's just semis that get stuck going under the overpass near the University of Louisville.
Yeah, we've had a few letters about the bridge known as the Can Opener.
Don't you think after it happens a few times, they'd, I don't know, fix it?
Not necessarily. I mean, if the bridge... No, they shouldn't have to rebuild the bridge.
These guys should go around it.
But they should put up proper signage for sure.
Okay.
Maybe there's some reason that we're not aware of, instead of making a wild generalization, that they can't make the bridge higher or lower or however we're looking at
taller.
It. Yeah.
Usually they're train bridges that have the low...
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And then when they have to repave the street underneath, usually it adds inch.
Look at that. Look at the bridge.
I always like those bridges that the road itself dips under.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they flood really badly.
Now, the letter continues. By the way, my favorite part of the show was when the planets align and Tom interrupts himself. Thank you, Autumn.
You have heckled yourself before.
Oh, sure.
Tough job. This is from Michael. Hey, you guys, great show. No one mentioned Chick's dream job of being a garbage truck driver. That's true. Did I? I thought I did that one morning here, didn't I?
You did, because you went over and picked up my garbage.
I went and picked up garbage
Yeah.
with the tractor truck driver.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's a one-man operation. You're in
robot
charge,
arms.
Robot arms, and you're in charge of your own truck. But this guy says it's sweltering heat. Working in snow and rain.
Smelling garbage.
There's the smelling. But he also has an idea about Tom and his great job after this whole radio dog and pony show thing stops. Tom's ideal job would be HOA president. He can judge people all day long, tell them what they can and can't do with their own home, have control of the whole neighborhood, and the most important thing, the ceiling fan and what direction it's going to be going in everyone's house.
I'm in.
Thanks for the laughs.
Once again, Christy.
Do you have an HOA there?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's. I'm okay with them.
Okay.
They haven't come after me.
That was one of the big reason I moved where I moved. No HOA. It's no
I
laws.
moved into one.
We have a
no laws, baby.
You can choose to give money to it. It's like a whatever. And
You know me-
I don't because they every year they say, hey, if you want to give $50, please do. And it's the old person's name on the letter.
Oh.
And get my name right. Maybe I'll think about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Otherwise, I don't care if the flowers in the front of the neighborhood look nice.
Well, did you sign up with them and tell them that?
No, you
bought
can't
them?
sign up with them.
Well, how do they know you live there?
It's my neighbor's in charge of it.
I lived in the last HOA. The doorbell rang at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and you know how much I love that.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves
and it's the HOA president introduced himself as such and said, hey, you know your garage door is open after 4 yesterday. So,
Oh, no. Are you being serious?
Really? I'm being serious. You need to keep that closed. I go, all righty. Thank you.
That's all you can really do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I moved.
Okay.
That's when I didn't stay anywhere, like 6 weeks to 3 months in a house, and then we're on to the next one.
Okay.
You
good.
remember that.
Good to know. Got a nice letter here. It's a short one. It says, hey, I love my Java House coffee.
All right.
This is just so nice. We've been talking about Java House, and he goes, this morning I'm planning on trying the hot chocolate. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
Thanks for turning me on to it. I used my Bob and Tom discount. This is from Doug, and we're going to have some Java House news coming up for you. It's the revolution in coffee at the office and coffee at home. Also, I want to remind you real quick, we've got our pop-up shop up and running. It's just going to be a couple more days. We have a brand new T-shirt out there, 2 different versions of it. It's very cool. If you want to get it, find it right now by going to bobandtom.com, and you can give that thing a quick look-see. Coming up in sports, we've got a couple of upsets in the NBA and lots of interesting things going on in the world of news. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share a letter or comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
They're in lots of ways.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
At the Silac Insurance News Desk, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. There's Jeff Oskey.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
And once again, Chick looking extra handsome today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that jolt of electricity you got.
Might have got my, yeah.
Were you on a ladder when you were trying to do that?
Stool. It wasn't that tall, but yeah.
Okay. Just be careful.
Got my attention.
Yeah, I think you've reached the age, no more ladders.
No.
Okay.
No more ladders, and that's the only thing I heard when I got shocked. Tom, call out. Just hire out, please.
Yeah.
I heard you.
I'm a big fan. Well, speaking of hiring out, we had an interesting story yesterday about the toughest jobs in the world. And I kind of agree with most of them.
Yeah.
Jobs that are either difficult or dangerous.
I think I might have the last email on this topic.
High pressure.
Okay, well, I got one over here. Let me go first.
Okay,
if
so
you
go
if
first.
you have the last one.
And I'm going to read it the way he sent it. So
This
go
is
ahead.
from Brookville, Pennsylvania. Mr. Burns, kind enough to write that. We appreciate it.
Excellent. Yeah.
He goes, we have a factory in town where they manufacture charcoal. Those guys are jet black at the end of their shift every day.
Gosh.
Man.
You never think about something like charcoal. Someone's got to make it.
I just thought they
I thought they got it out of the ground.
dug it out of the ground. Yeah, there's an area for coal, and then a little deeper, it's charcoal. And then,
Little briquettes.
Now,
they come
maybe clay at the bottom.
I
understand it.
Your thoughts on charcoal. Do you like the stuff that's got the accelerant already in it?
I'm a big gas grill guy with the flavor bars, and I like my big green egg. I don't care for.
I'm with you too. I don't muck with the charcoal anymore.
I don't mess with the charcoal. It's
Tom's
just fine
old
the way it
school,
is.
aren't you?
Yeah,
I like the charcoal.
You probably have yours smuggled in from Indochina.
If I were better with charcoal, I might like it. For me, it takes forever to get up to temperature.
My apartment complex does not care for it, but I like it.
Now, you're probably only allowed those little electric grills.
Not even that. No.
Really?
Yeah, that's good. They just, nothing.
They don't want you to set the place on fire?
No.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the pre-infused charcoal.
The easy light stuff, there's an aftertaste of that for me.
You can taste the pre-soak.
And then I, of course, love having the squirter stuff. You walk up to the fire.
Very dangerous. Can't believe you're doing it.
You don't have a charcoal chimney that you pilot all
That
in
is the way to do it.
I did.
You don't need any accelerant, and it's way safer.
That is the way to go.
What is it? Explain it to me.
It's basically a big colander, metal colander that has a grate on the bottom.
It looks like a giant beer mug.
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
it looks like.
And you put paper underneath, and then you pour all your charcoal in, and you light the paper, and it sets it all on fire. You wait like 5 minutes, you dump it out, it's ready to go.
How do I not know about this with my love of setting things on fire?
Well,
yeah, you'll like that thing.
Oh, good.
You really are a firebug.
Oh,
Okay, here's our
I
last.
got an outdoor fireplace. Love it.
If you can top this email about jobs, good luck.
Okay.
This is from Rick, and I'm going to read it in what I think Rick's voice is. Good morning.
Okay.
I personally have been in the military for 8 years, coal mining 6 miles in, and a logger cutting trees.
Oh, my gosh.
They should all be in the top 5. I've seen fellow workers killed.
God.
I know multiple farmers missing limbs. You can call me the Wrecking Ball.
Oh, yeah.
And all those jobs are in there, except I think maybe mining.
Right. That was one that
can't
Jeff brought up
believe
that we couldn't believe.
I was exposed not a lot at all, but I know about coal mining for a couple of years, and that is
brutal
job.
My dad's dad was a coal miner.
My great-grandfather.
My grandfather was a coal
Well, then
miner.
there's-
Died of black lung.
Now, this
Mine
is a
too.
coal miner. These aren't charcoal briquette miners.
No, these
Right.
are coal
Hold
miners.
everything.
Yeah, these are.
Hold everything, Tom.
Tom, didn't your uncle work in the Retson mines?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They
That sounds like something
part of the Cert's fortune.
Yeah.
an all white uniform with a white hat.
Yes.
But then my Uncle Chuck and my Uncle Joe got in that fight about whether it was a breath mint or a candy mint.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then,
Mining Retson.
oh, it was awful. Then I guess Chuck defenestrated Joe in a
nice word.
in a high, like a 20th floor in Vegas.
Throw him out a window, yeah.
The survey, construction worker was the number one job deemed to be the toughest job in America.
I worked construction for a summer, and I had a great time.
Me too. Yeah, but
shoveling.
They mean serious stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I was comic relief.
Also up there, firefighters, military, doctors, cops, EMTs, astronauts, farmers. They're almost all in there. Air traffic controllers. That's a real problem right now. There aren't enough of them, and it takes 3 years to train one.
I don't think, now you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I don't think I would be a very good traffic controller.
No.
What do you guys think?
No, I don't think you
good
should sell
voice.
yourself short here.
Oh, no, he should. Yeah, sell yourself short. I wouldn't either.
You would have a great voice, though.
Number 9 or 4932. I'm sorry, did I say 4392 or 42?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't look at the radar right now. I'm in the snack bar. No.
I'm having a snack. Hang on a second.
I forget what the number. A huge number of the recruits in that world don't even make it.
It's hard. I took the air traffic controller's exam back in the 80s.
But once you start the thing,
Yes.
something like 40% of them are knocked out.
I've always
And
wanted.
then when you go to Oklahoma City, you have to go through this really rigorous process. And I decided that
Mostly
that
just
wasn't
drinking
for me.
coffee and smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what
I've
it is.
always wanted to be starting out in a job in the training process. The recruiter comes in and goes, all right, look to your left. Now look to your right. One of you going to be gone by the end of this.
Yeah,
I've
yeah. Isn't that always?
I've always thought that'd be cool. But
But there's certain natural skills one has to have. It's like those dogs that helper dogs for people.
Service dogs, yes.
Yeah, a friend of mine has a dog that.
Failed?
Yeah, he got the dog that was like third in the class.
Yeah.
He's a really smart dog, but didn't have whatever it takes.
Right.
Yeah, air
Some of
traffic
them.
control, that's a very specific one. Back to the list, oil workers are on there. Most of the things in that, guys, roofers, engineers, pilots, there's a lot of jobs. I think you have to kind of, as they say, know thyself.
Number 3 was production assistant on The View. That's a tough. Boy, you're getting screamed at. More Twinkies.
What's in this cup? Oh, it's coffee. I wanted cocoa.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, propping up Joy Behar's boobs.
It wasn't a hard job, but I had an ex-girlfriend that had kind of a gross job that she had to manually masturbate roosters in the morning.
Oh, really?
For their seed.
Hang on a second. In the morning, you're saying?
Every morning.
Every morning.
Any
cuckle-doo.
Yeah, any cuckle-doo. But she had to do that every morning for research.
More like
a
a
lab where she worked.
More like cock-a-doodle goo.
There you go.
I wonder why they did it in the morning.
I don't.
It must be.
That way you can focus the rest of the day.
Are
How long
roosters
did it take to do?
are roosters hornier in the
Yeah, I was going to say.
I have no idea. Surprisingly, horrible at HJs.
Well, you were too much for her.
Yeah. She's used to
She's
doing
used to
it
this.
like she's holding a pencil.
Yeah.
She's not used to using her whole hand. That's the
Actually,
thing.
you just take the front of your hand and rub it up and down the front of the rooster until it's there.
Jeff?
Oh, really?
Interesting.
What is it about me? I want to go find a rooster right now and see if I can do this.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Remember we talked to the guy that was the job. The actual name of the job is semen jockey.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that involves getting seed from various large farm animals and horses, and then they put on a glove that goes up to their shoulder, right, to insert it.
Yeah.
That's got to be dangerous.
What, do they manipulate the prostate to get it?
No, that's when they're reinserting, when they're
I
artificially
see.
inseminating.
Deposit into the female.
Yeah. But yeah, you may have that may
Gotcha.
and that would, I guess, be dangerous. But what?
Yeah, you get kicked.
That's got to be an unusual thing to talk about if you're at a cocktail party. So what do you do?
Well, man, did you hear what that guy did? Yeah, you think it's bad? I just shook his hand.
You think that's bad? He just handed me some cheese.
It's kind of tall for a semen jockey.
I met a girl at one of our Bob and Tom tour shows that did that. I think it was in Kentucky, actually. Yeah, it was. She said it was interesting work, needless to say.
I wonder if you have to work your way up if you start doing the roosters and then
you go off the Shetlands.
Yeah.
Or the rooster.
And then
we heard about your rooster work. We'd like you to take a
Have you ever thought about a horse?
What kind of research was she doing?
It was for a college where she attended.
Okay.
A couple quick scores from the NBA. We got to get the thorough sportscast going in just a second here. Sorry.
Okay. Golden State wins last night. Pacers take a 2-0 series lead against Cavaliers in Cleveland. Tyrese Halliburton, a three-pointer with 1.1 seconds left. He has a flair for the dramatic. NHL last night, Carolina Hurricanes Game 1 beat the Caps, and Edmonton over the Golden Knights last night 4-2 in their Game 1.
You're not going to do my favorite joke about Edmonton?
What's Edmonton O'Brien?
The Fighting O'Briens.
I don't think even
Anyone?
Edmund. Yeah.
No. Who's Edmonton O'Brien?
There was an actor called Edmund O'Brien.
Actor many years
You'll
ago.
know him if you see him. Bushy eyebrows. Yeah.
That's all coming up. We'll find out about what's going on in the world of sports. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance news desk with some exciting news. A really cool story, two of them, in fact, about what happens if you drop a phone from thousands of feet and it lives to tell the tale. The Homeland Security wants you to know those real IDs kick in today.
Hey, there are big lines all over the country.
Yeah. It's the government at work, though. You really don't need one to fly. We'll have
Yeah,
one.
it's so wishy-washy.
You've got a passport. Yeah.
You've only had 10 years to get it done. Okay, if you don't have it done today, I say, hey, move to another country. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And Chick McGee, you want to tell me a little more about something exciting?
Simply Safe. That's right. The do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself peace of mind that you can have if you go to simplysafetom.com. Tell me more, Chick. All right. Simply Safe, millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security and greater peace of mind every time they arm their system. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection. It's AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that keep a close watch over your property and detect suspicious activity. And if they see suspicious activity, these agents can, in real time, activate spotlights, contact the police, all before that the perpetrator, the perp, has a chance to get inside your house. And there's no long-term contracts or cancellation fees, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. And Simply Safe has a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. And such a deal for you. All you have to do is go to simplysafetom.com and get 50% off a new system right now with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. 50% off, first month free. Go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chickshire. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
With a correction, I totally misunderstood a sports story from yesterday.
All right,
so maybe
sir.
we can discuss
This
that.
is exciting. There's Christy Lee.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
Jeff Hoskey's here. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and if I could get Tom's attention, we're ready to go.
Oh, yeah? What are you guys doing?
Well, that story yesterday about the Sanders kid who was fifth or something in the draft and...
Oh, Shedeur Sanders, yes.
Yes, yeah, and there's a lawsuit now for $100 million.
$100 million, Tom.
I thought he was filing the lawsuit.
Oh, no.
Under this John Doe, but it's just some fan.
Shedeur Sanders, far from the first player to see their stock take a hit and lead up to the NFL draft. Warren Sapp leaps to mind. Now, 5 quarterbacks ultimately picked before the Browns scooped up Sanders in the 5th round with the 144th overall pick. Everyone agreed, pretty much all your experts, that he should have been in the 2nd round, maybe the 3rd round, but that's it. According to reports, the development of Shedeur sliding in the draft did not sit well with an unidentified Georgia man who has decided to take the NFL to court by filing a lawsuit seeking $100 million for the, quote, emotional distress, close quote, he says he was forced to endure. He was forced to endure while watching Sanders endure the slide.
I'd like this guy to endure a year in prison for clogging
NFL.
up the court system.
Oh, joke.
Let's see. The gentleman is a 55-year-old owner of a logistics company and self-professed fan of Colorado football, named himself John Doe in the lawsuit. He filed in U.S. District Court on May 2nd. It was immediate frustration. These are quotes from him. This guy was projected to be the 1st or 2nd pick, no later than the top 5, and to watch mediocre players be chosen before him, it was frustrating. And have all the NFL owners collude and not draft him, mentally frustrated and debilitating. For them to believe they could just do this and there's no recourse, it has to stop.
The judge should say this case is immediately thrown out, and you, sir, now have to wear a sandwich board walking around different cities in America. I am the guy who sued because I'm a giant pussy who couldn't handle it.
And what I'm going to tell you, if you've been to school in the United States, you know what I'm going to tell you. You'll know the phrase when you hear it, but no one knows what this means. And I stand by this. Are you ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The legal argument that this man is suing the NFL for $100 million hinges on the purported violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no.
I got no idea what the Sherman Antitrust Act is.
Is he suggesting that all the teams collectively agreed to drop it, which they didn't?
Exactly. He would have to prove that.
If he was good, any team would pick him up. For God's sake, as Chick said yesterday, they picked up a rapist. The Browns were more than happy to get a guy.
$240 million. Here you go, Deshaun.
Yeah, we don't care what you do in your downtime. Bang a couple of masseuses against their will. Go for it. I say we send this guy straight to that nice prison in El Salvador. What's the name of that place? We've been sending folks there. Stick them on the plane.
Man, yeah, I don't know.
Just clogging up our courts with crazy.
Sherman Antitrust would be like if I, if I invented a shoe. Oh boy, this is and it required a certain type of lace to be used.
Okay.
So I sell you the shoes. You need the laces. Then I buy that lace company so that I make.
Okay.
I'm making all the money on these.
That's better than I have ever heard it explained.
That kind of thing.
I don't understand.
I think it's probably because you use shoes.
I was realistic. So these shoes that you invented, they're made of pizza?
Oh my God!
He saw my mouth moving and just assumed I was discussing pizza.
Let's go.
Well, I see you were smiling.
Until before there's a fist fight in the studio. Let's go to the NBA last night and beautiful. Is it Cleveland? Is it Cuyahoga County? Is that it?
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio. There you go.
Cuyahoga River.
Cuyahoga. Watch that
Once
baby
on fire.
burn.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton made a three-pointer with 1.1 seconds remaining, and the Pacers scored the final 8 points in 47.9 seconds. Do the math. They were down by 7 with 48 seconds left.
Amazing.
And they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 120-119 to take a 2-0 lead in their Eastern Conference semifinal series. And we have our buddy Drew Powell. He recorded his reaction in real time during the game last night as it was unfolding, and here's what it sounded like.
Come on! Put some respect on our name! Let's go! Woo!
Apparently he drew a Pacer fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Game 3 Friday night in Indianapolis. And from Minneapolis, Golden State star Steph Curry sidelined with a strained left hamstring. He kept grabbing his left cheek during the game. And he was out from early the second quarter, but the Warriors managed to beat the favored Timberwolves 99-88 in their Game 1. Curry will have an MRI exam today. His status is day to day. Warriors 99-88 over Minnesota.
Do you like a Curry dish?
I do.
I
Yellow, green, or
don't
red?
know.
Christy does.
I'm familiar with yellow, but I wouldn't seek it out.
Tom, are you a fan?
Big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Do you have a favorite one?
Whatever curry chicken, whatever's in there. I think it's yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow, yeah. It's kind of a yellow cast.
Don't you like curry pizza?
Yes, and I love curry porn.
You know, they came up with the Kama Sutra over there. You know, they weren't just relaxed.
Give me that curry in a hurry. Is that what you said?
Jacob Slavin.
There has to be.
Slavin.
That has to be a category. Some kind of Asian porn with
Jacob Slavin scored in overtime. Frederick Anderson.
That's
Jerry
Lewis.
Slavin, Holben, Hyben, Schmelgen.
Carolina Hurricanes win Game 1 over the Caps 2-1, and Zach Hyman scored from just above the right circle. The Oilers beat Vegas 4-2 in their Game 1.
You've seen Zach Hyman. Every game, when he comes out onto the court, he punches through one of those big...
I love that.
That would be hilarious. That would be
big
so
paper
funny.
membrane.
Paper
I would never
membrane.
stop laughing.
Cheerleaders hold it. Here comes Hyman busting through. I got a letter we got to read here. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not. Don't act like you are, but I appreciate the sentiment. Go ahead.
This is a nice, sweet letter from Joe.
Joe Mama.
In Iowa. She says her baby loves watching our show.
Aww.
How old's the baby?
She doesn't mention exactly how.
Well, it's incomplete.
She
22.
She works at an elementary school. She said, "You guys are my therapy."
Oh,
well, that's nice. But she also says, even though Josh criticizes the teaching profession, I still love him. We need to explain. Josh is.
And what was your thinking on America's teachers?
Teachers and nurses are the most overpaid people in the world.
Josh Arnold angers.
What I'm doing there is actually drawing attention to the fact that they're underpaid.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah,
some people can't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Joe doesn't have a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
And it is Nurses Appreciation Week, so appreciate your nurse.
My ex is a nurse. There'll be
There
no
you go.
appreciation on my end.
Oh, well.
Kentucky Derby winner, Sovereignty.
I'm sure her patients appreciate
No,
her.
I'm just kidding. She knows that.
Yeah, anyway, the reason you're not together, she's not a psychiatric nurse. Let's get back to Chick McGee.
Well, you're not.
And also remember, I used to teach for 2 years.
Derby winner Sovereignty will not win the Preakness Stakes. The stakes are not going to be in it. Trainer Bill Mott,
of the applesauce fortune?
Applesauce Baron, that's him, told Preakness officials that the plan will be to enter Sovereignty in the Belmont Stakes on June 7th. That's the fourth time since Justify won all 3 races in 2018. The Preakness will go on without a true shot at the Triple Crown. The short 2-week turnaround from the Derby to the Preakness and changes in modern racing have sparked debate around the sport about spacing out the races, so it makes it more horse-friendly, if you will.
I have a really dumb question.
I do, too.
Don't have an answer.
Mine's
but go
applesauce
ahead.
related, but if yours is horse, we should stay on that.
Okay. Is there a bonus if you win all 3?
I don't know. I know there's a bonus for some race.
I would think the Triple Crown would. Yeah. Boy, I don't. Are they all sanctioned by the
if
same?
they gave you an extra $5 million if you won all 3, this wouldn't happen. They wouldn't.
I think it probably would.
Yeah, the safety of the.
Still, I think it's the timing of the races that has the big problem. It's they're saying that they're too close together.
So many owners, though, have said we're probably never going to see another Triple Crown win.
Right.
Which is unfortunate.
Well,
Hopefully it's not true.
Now, I just have a correction, I think. It just dawned on me.
Oh, God.
That Joe's baby,
Yeah.
I think, is this dog.
Okay.
Or that is one ugly kid.
And the dog, the dog is watching Josh on her show.
I think that is
it.
Yeah.
This was a stack of papers that I'm.
What kind of dog you got there, Tom?
I'm guessing a mix. It looks
like a boxer.
It looks like a little bit of boxer. It's kind of an odd profile shot. I can't tell.
What if a boxer, instead of barking, would just always say, "Put him up, put him up"?
I would love it so much.
Put him up, put him up, put him up, put him up, honey. The dog wants in. Put him up, put him up, put him up. Anything? Okay.
Now you were talking about Mott's.
Applesauce.
Applesauce.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to that in just a second. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom program. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and we were talking about the lack of a Triple Crown. Is that correct? What's happening here? We're not going to have it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen this year.
Not this year.
Sovereignty is
Trying to
down.
find if there's a bonus. It's
They're
very
out.
confusing.
When it comes to applesauce, first off, Mott's
Yes.
or Musselman's?
Mott's.
All right.
Mott's natural, no sugar.
I-
in it.
Oh,
What about
Yes.
Mott's cinnamon?
No
that was my
cinnamon.
next question.
No.
I don't like apples. I don't like applesauce.
What's
I don't
wrong
like
with
apple
you?
pie.
Interesting.
Pass on all of them.
Okay.
I
Now,
don't know why.
Do you guys like?
However, I like pieces of apple in my chicken salad. Go figure.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
What if my nose just started bleeding? I couldn't. Do you guys like the cinnamon applesauce?
No.
Love.
Yeah, sure.
Boy, I don't know where I'm at on it. I don't think I care for it.
I don't care for it either.
Good stuff. Healthy.
Well, I'm glad we're finally talking about
Hey, well, it's important.
Tackling some tough
How
questions.
about the pizza flavored applesauce?
Oh, for God.
You know, they haven't perfected it yet. They need to get rid of that apple.
Here's a story Tom
More
gave me.
pepperoni.
Here's a story Tom gave me. And I don't know what the hell's going on.
All right.
But I'm a good employee. Good in quotes. The director of Final Destination, Bloodlines,
Yes. Yeah, that's.
new movie out.
Oh, this is a rough one.
He says the movie has broken the world record for the oldest person being set on fire.
Oh, no.
Now you got to clarify. This is the oldest person that's a stunt person.
Okay.
I mean, the oldest person set on fire. I believe that was in the Hindenburg, the lady in the wheelchair.
Laugh.
Was there a lady in a
She
wheelchair?
said
See,
Jerry
I don't
Lewis
know if
again.
there was a lady in a wheelchair on the Hindenburg.
Oh yeah, because you remember then they're bored and you see the ramp.
They all went up. Zach Lipovsky told Entertainment Weekly, oh, what an august publication. The stunt expert Yvette Ferguson, a girl,
Yeah.
was pulled from retirement at the age of 71 to play the character of Mrs. Duller, Duller,
Well, this is sort of a spoiler alert.
in the film.
Yeah, that is kind of.
I agree.
She was set on fire. She is the oldest person ever to be set on fire on camera.
But here's the thing about the Final Destination movie. She might be set on fire, and as she's trying to get it out, she gets it out, and then the fire extinguisher explodes. It's never They
Right.
never die how you think they're going to.
That's the point of the Final Destination movie. Whew, I dodged that bullet.
Those
Oh,
are-
no! Yeah.
Those are brutal.
What's the best one? The first one's pretty.
I think three is the best.
Really?
Three is good.
Oh, they're like 6 or 7.
Is that with the lumber, is that
I
with
don't
the
know
lumber coming out of the
anything about
truck?
it.
That's part 2.
What are they about? I don't understand.
So these kids,
When it's your time, pal.
typically the kids avoid a major disaster.
Yeah.
They get pulled out of it just before they're killed. Well, death doesn't care for that. They were meant to die in that event. So death starts hunting them one by one. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
And so they die of these freak accidents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
Weird,
uplifting film.
A tuna can, too, once. Right? Remember a tuna can?
I don't remember the tuna cans.
It cut the wrist somehow.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right.
In any event, this was a world record. That's the point. It's for stunt people, the oldest
Yeah.
one ever set on fire. And that's, by the way, a new candle from the Yankee Candle people.
Oh, yes, yeah.
The scent of an old person being set on fire.
Oh, my.
Well, it's
What about that did you think would be
Yeah.
A lot of humor there.
humorous?
Oh.
Geriatric s'mores, it's called.
Well, I'm glad it's not cremation month.
yeah. Technically, I guess the oldest person that should say living.
Oh.
I mean,
It should say stunt person.
I just want this to go away.
because the oldest person set on fire. Clearly,
Don't.
I'm sure we could talk to a crematorium, and they've had. How old was this lady?
71.
Oh, I bet they get people
that
older
well,
than that all
of
the
course,
time.
but that's a different. Yeah.
What are those candies that old people eat all the time?
Werther's Originals.
Ah, Werther's.
Yeah.
You got something for that?
No, I'm just sort of thinking what it smells.
You want a pizza flavored candy? What do you want?
See the guy at the crematorium. A guy at the crematorium comes in for the second shift. Goes, it smells like burning Werther's. Must have been an old dude in there.
Werther's needs to rebrand.
Yeah,
They're
they
great.
do. They are great.
They're not just for
My
ancients.
son loves them.
No, they're awesome. They're butterscotchy.
Maybe they need to have like a whole new youthful campaign.
I think so. Yes. Grandma eating one, and the kids she goes back for one more, and they're all gone because the kids have all eaten them.
Yep.
And they bring in some hip hop artist to
Not just
do,
for old
do,
people
do a
anymore.
rap about them. And I got the candy H. Give me that stuff, you bitch. You know, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you want to go the typical
have a meeting.
patois of the hip hop community.
Unfortunately, we do have a meeting today.
Well, now it just got a little longer, didn't it?
When you see a Super Bowl commercial
Thank you, Chick.
with one of these hip hop dudes,
They don't. They rarely.
pushing grandma over a cliff.
My fellow Americans,
Gee, look at the
our
time.
long national nightmare is over.
We'll be back.
Okay, you're welcome.
I sure hope so.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More of the show is on the way. You can find us on X at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
On the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Did I do it too late?
Christy Lee. There's Josh
Hi.
Arnold. Hi, Jeff Oskey. I know how you feel right now. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Okay, very good. Apparently, I asked the question with regard to the situation with the winner of the Kentucky Derby will not run in the Preakness, apparently.
Right.
And I was just wondering if there was a bonus for winning the Triple Crown. And according to this news account, there is not an official bonus.
Right, that's what I couldn't find.
Gotcha.
There obviously will be rewards with respect to various other things.
The seed will be worth more.
I'm just kind of wondering if somebody put up an extra $10 million if you win all three. I'm just wondering if they would definitely make sure that the winner of the first one.
Well, the Kentucky Derby got the biggest ratings they've had in forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Huge number.
That's awesome.
I loved it.
So maybe a sponsor.
And now the
will
horses
step
are
up.
making more money than ever with NIL.
Ah.
Yeah. They finally are able to.
I saw that Gatorade
Yeah,
commercial.
what does
It was
NIL stands
great.
for? What? Nay.
Nay, image, likeness. Yeah.
Nay. Yeah, there's something about it is one of the greatest things to watch on TV. It's like that and the Masters. I don't ever watch golf, but I'll watch the Masters.
And the way the drones are now and all that stuff.
Yeah, the coverage is unbelievable.
It really is wonderful.
Oh, we've got video.
We've got video.
Of a drone that I wanted to show Tom because I think he will really love this. He said with his fingers crossed.
Okay.
Although he seems a little wonky. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you from the Peanuts comic strip, it's Snoopy on his doghouse. We all know that Snoopy is a World War II flying ace. That's right. They outfitted
awesome.
Snoopy's doghouse and Snoopy on top with
Amazing.
a drone.
Oh, that is so cute.
It's flying.
He's chasing the Red Baron.
Oh, and the head moves.
And Snoopy's head moves looking for the Red Baron. Have you ever seen anything more wonderful in your life? There he goes.
That is tremendous.
You guys like that song? That oldie about
Oh, I love that.
Me
song.
too.
The Royal Guardsman?
Yes.
Snoopy versus the Red Baron.
And wasn't there a sequel?
There was a Christmas version of Snoopy. Merry Christmas, my friend. the Red Baron wished us a Merry Christmas in one version.
While we look for that, I had a request for this. I can play it very quickly. This was...
Is it Mr. Pfister?
It's not Mr. Pfister.
I like Mr. Pfister.
It's Bob's famous bird call.
Oh.
Now, these are actually legitimate. We were talking about Christy has some app on her phone.
I don't think they're
Merlin-
legitimate.
The Merlin
Why are you
app.
saying that? That doesn't add anything to it other than lying.
It's this is for the FCC. You think those morons are going to check it?
Okay.
Christy, tell me about your app.
The Merlin app. and it's great. You download it. It's Merlin.org. It's from, I believe, Cornell University.
Oh.
And you just
Far
go
above
out.
Cayuga's waters.
Oh, beautiful campus. My goodness. But you go out and you record the audio of the birds, and then you play it on your app, and the app will tell you what you're listening to.
Okay, now here is Bob, who is something of a birder, if you will, and doing some of the bird calls, and he does these with his mouth.
That's another lie. You keep lying. Why are you lying?
This isn't some trick. Here it is.
African scissorbird.
Unbelievable. If you have ever seen... That is just so dead on.
That's me whistling, by the way.
Guatemalan diarrhea bird.
Okay. Oh, this
no.
is rare.
Nope.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
I got
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the Guatemalan diarrhea bird.
Yeah.
Now, did you find what you were looking for?
I wasn't looking for anything other than a way out.
Okay, let's get back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
I'm done. He's done. We did it, and here's Snoopy and the Red Baron. I can't. I remember waiting for this. I remember waiting for this song to come on the radio. What's wrong with
It's
me?
a fun one.
1, 20, 30, 40, 50 or more. To the Bloody Red Baron. 80 men died in that song.
While a dog flew a plane.
What a weird, just an oddball thing to be.
Can we find him?
Which came first,
Merry
Snoopy and the Red
Christmas,
Baron or the Red Baron song?
That's a good question.
What is it? Red Baron Pizza?
The Snoopy.
No. The cartoon.
Did the cartoon Snoopy and the
Peanuts.
Red Baron come before that song?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the late 60s.
Yeah. Snoopy on the roof of the doghouse and all that. Okay. Yeah. I thought we had one more sports story. Did I not give you the world record about?
Well, why don't you go right
World
ahead?
record about what?
Hang on a second. Special correspondent Tom Griswold. Look at me dodging bullets.
Maybe it didn't work. The guy standing up for.
Nope.
I have that, but that wasn't a world record.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, well, go ahead, Christy. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. I thought this was a
This
story
is not a world
completely unworthy of doing.
Are you?
I love
Why
these.
are we doing it?
Because it's some YouTuber douchebag.
Is going viral for documenting what happened to his body after standing for 15 hours a day for 5 days straight. In the video, Lucas Ball, who goes by Pygmy,
See, right there, I want him dead.
outlined the rules for his experiment. He could only lie down for exactly 8 hours at night, meaning he even had to squat over the toilet.
So, in other words, this guy said he can't sit down.
Okay.
He can sleep for 8 hours, then he has to stand up all day
All
long.
day.
But he can do
including-
things?
Yes.
Okay.
The 34-year-old said initially he felt more productive at work, but after 3 days of standing, he felt sore, tired, and extremely hungry, while his sleep quality diminished from the discomfort. Though he initially wanted to stand for 7 days, Mr. Ball cut the experiment short after just 5 and decided that from now on he will begin his workday standing and then will switch back to sitting when he gets
I
fatigued.
hate this guy. I've got $200 says I wouldn't be able to stand him being around. Interesting enough, he said he couldn't even sit down in the toilet.
Right, he had to hover.
So even his bowel movements were a crapshoot.
Oh, he's a woman.
A crapshoot. Huh.
Oh, well.
Oh, this is a lady?
No.
No,
Christy
no.
just meant sitting.
But that's how
hovering
women
on the.
hover. We have to
Okay.
hover.
Men do that at the airport.
Do they?
Usually when
No,
we're
they
at the
don't.
Minneapolis airport.
You mean you
We touch feet. We
you don't
hover.
No,
you
I
don't sit,
sit.
you
I sit.
hover.
No. Just I was just trying to think of where would a guy maybe hover.
Have you ever done that, Chick?
No.
You just sit?
When I do it, I like to think about the movie 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. Great movie, by the way. I certainly recommend it.
Speaking of health, new research shows eating walnuts may reduce the risk of colon cancer.
Hey, Josh.
Yes, sir.
What do you call a nut on a wall?
Walnut.
What do you call
No,
it?
and actually, what do you have if you have a nut on a wall?
Oh, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Scientists say walnuts also help lower inflammation in the body. The findings come from a clinical trial by the University of Connecticut School of Medicine and published in Cancer Prevention Research. Dr. Daniel Rosenberg, who led the study, says a daily handful of walnuts can provide long-term health benefits.
I love walnuts.
So do I. I've heard
Brought
this
to you
for
by
years.
the Walnut Association.
But it's for colon cancer. You have to actually insert them.
Is that right? Now, do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
shell them first?
No, you put them between your butt cheeks, crack them that way.
I see.
And then, you ever done that?
Have I ever cracked a walnut with my butt cheeks?
Yeah, you want to wash it before you eat it.
What is
What is
going
going
on? With you?
I'm nuts for butts. Like
Well,
It's not just me, right? He's he's a little weird.
Like cuckoo for
a lot
Cocoa
weird.
Puffs.
A lot weird.
Wouldn't this article be much better if they said eating those delicious salted cashews was better for you?
But that's not true.
Yeah, but I'd prefer salted cashews to walnuts.
Walnuts
I
are
wish it
great.
was honey roasted peanuts. We could find out that those were
Oh, no,
healthy.
cashews, much better. Chick McGee, walnuts in your chicken salad, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Load my chicken salad up. I love it all, man. Raisins, walnuts.
You like grapes?
Pieces of apple, grapes. Absolutely.
Me too. Josh?
No. I'm just a celery guy in my chicken salad.
Well, that's
I like a savory chicken salad. I don't want anything sweet in there.
But don't you like the crunch?
raisins.
Yes,
Raisins
that's
in
why I
chicken
like the
salad.
celery.
Okay, all right. So I'm supposed to eat more walnuts? Is that the thing?
Yeah, you don't like walnuts like a
And
dog.
you-
No, I
I-
do.
I-
I like
they're
them, but I mean, I
delicious.
really love.
I love cashews too, but you think they're better than honey roasted peanuts?
You know what's better than
Yeah,
walnuts?
I don't like peanuts.
Well, that's
What?
insanity.
You know what's better than walnuts?
What's better than walnuts?
These nuts.
It got you good, Christy. I mean, you.
Hook, line, and
Yeah.
sinker. You asked me twice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he really got
I'll
you.
play your song about that, Pat.
I believed you.
I don't
I
have any
trusted
these nuts
you.
songs.
Do you have an Imagine Dragons song? Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
You got me.
There you go.
I got you good, yeah.
That is just lovely.
No, my son got me with that about 6 months ago, and we had to have a chat about how some jokes are for your friends and some are for your dad.
You didn't care for
and
it?
the Imagine Drag loved it. Didn't love that it was directed at
I
me.
am doing
By
that.
his son, you see.
I'm teaching that to Jimmy. That is very good. I want to write that down. That totally got me.
Oh, man. Well, how about a palate cleanser from Chuck Norris?
Oh, you hear the excitement?
That's not a palate cleanser. That's a
I hurt my
Palate
forehead.
yeah,
being
that
funny.
you really hit your head on.
Is that a no?
It's not going to stop you.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why are you asking?
Just do it.
do it as Jerry Lewis.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
I've
Go.
been. Chuck Norris once got a wheelie on a unicycle. Wow.
You know, I didn't hate that.
I did.
See,
No,
it's
it's
only got the one wheel, you see.
Well,
yeah. It's the same joke, really.
Sort of physically impossible.
We got to break Mark's thumbs, right?
Yeah.
Tom's, he's a lost cause.
No,
but we can stop it at the source.
Yeah, we can't stop. We can't stop Tom.
Somebody's got to tackle him in the hallway.
Coming up, Christy.
Oh, there's more.
Give me a teaser, Christy
Coming
Lee.
up. Well, we have update on the Real ID. We have iPhone, interesting iPhone news.
Great
especially.
iPhone news. If you're thinking of buying a case, we got something for you coming up.
Yeah, and don't take your clothes off on a plane. It's just going to...
Well, now, wait a minute.
Yeah,
It's
come
going to
on.
cause problems down the road.
I can still take my shoes and socks off, though, right?
Josh.
right.
I don't take my socks off.
Once again, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts
You're
Studios. This is
disgusting.
the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment to share? Text us at 888-262-8661. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Call them. Find out more.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin with a song coming right up.
I have no idea what to do today.
Oh, my God.
I've got
Every
10
day.
things here. 10
Really?
things here.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Mother's Day is
Sunday.
That's right. You can still get Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold-dipped roses in time with free shipping, no less, when you order by 2 p.m. Eastern today, my friends. Only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Jeff Hoskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
You got to do it today, folks. Come on. It's coming. You don't want to be the guy buying the roses from the unhoused dude under the bridge.
Go ahead. Break your mama's heart.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, don't.
The guy goes, hey, look, I took off the thing that says my condolences when I stole them from the graveyard. Sorry. Let's just move forward here. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Well, our government at work officials now say travelers who have not been able to get a real ID before today's deadline will still be able to fly, but you may face additional security checks.
Well, this is ridiculous. You've had a decade plus to get this done.
Kristi Noem told a congressional panel 81% of travelers already have IDs that comply with
Now-
the real ID requirements.
Now, wait a minute. Who do you think you're helping by verbally undressing people who haven't gotten this done yet? For whatever reason,
A lot of
And
women
you're-
are affected by this.
you're angry about it.
Why a lot of women?
They have moved this date.
Yes, illuminate my point. Go ahead.
10 times. It's ridiculous.
A lot of women are affected by this, Josh, because they have to change their names when they get married.
Oh, I
and
see.
To
That is
find
so true.
And the divorce documents and marriage licenses and all of these things to
I gotcha.
document your name changes. It's become a real problem for
Same with me. I had to change my name when I robbed that bank. Same thing.
We have to in the next 10 years.
Rob a bank?
Everything that you do at the DMV should be done online. We have to. We have to
lot
get.
of
It almost is now.
But it isn't quite. And
I just got my new driver's license in 5 minutes. It was like
I know, but you had to go, didn't you?
Like an ATM machine.
Yeah.
Great.
When you changed your address, you got to do that?
Yeah, it's great. Took no time at all.
We've got to get this stuff
Because
online.
you can't do it online. You have to present 2 pieces of ID and all
Well,
that.
yeah, but the IDs that someone in this room is presenting are actually honest IDs with proof of address or something he's manufactured.
He is the best.
I
in a
think
back room.
if you
That
can,
is a felony, right?
Absolutely
if you
it
can
is.
be creative with a computer. See, to me, it's like the famous Cuban refugees. These guys,
Famous.
These guys would turn,
Famous.
they would turn these cars into beautiful floating boats.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful floating
Hey,
boats.
let him in. Welcome to America, buddy, because you're a creative, smart guy. If you can forge these documents,
This
go for
guy,
it.
if you need a utility bill, he can do it for you.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to federal prison.
It's too late now. It's perfectly legal. No, you've had plenty of time to get this done. If you haven't, it's on you.
Christy said that security checkpoints will also be accepting passports and tribal identification after the deadline.
Why are they doing this anyway?
Those who still lack
Because
ID.
it's because the states, each state has different requirements for driver's licenses and IDs, and some of them are a little more lax than others. As you know, if you've gone state to state, sometimes you get to some of them where most of the people are illiterate morons.
Wow.
States where we're on the air?
Yeah, probably.
No.
You know, we're just not talking in a room by ourselves. You know that, right?
Oh, sorry. The truth comes out.
Those of you who still lack ID and do not comply with the real ID law yet, you'll just have an extra step, but you'll still be able to fly.
There's a money thing here. There's something going on.
They're saying to arrive early and expect delays related to additional screening.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wait in line extra because the moron in front of me couldn't, in the last decade, figure out how to get their ID.
I'm just
Well,
saying,
it
I think
doesn't
this whole
affect
thing was
you.
unnecessary.
Well, and with your expertise in security,
Oh, you mean the unlawful search and seizure they do when you go to any airport?
No, the fact that we're able to get from point A to point B safely without being driven into a tower. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
with
one
me.
guy tried to light his shoe on fire, 20 years
Yeah,
ago?
I know.
And we're all still taking our shoes off?
See, we should have taken that guy and set him on fire.
Absolutely.
And on a Friday
Yes.
night,
And
you douse it with gasoline, I'll light him. I'm with you on there. I just think too many idiots have had a long time to prepare for this, and they haven't done it, and I'm sick of hearing about it.
Well, you're the one who talks about it all the
You're the
time.
one who gave me the damn
You know what?
story.
We're sick of hearing about it.
You've now heckled yourself again.
But this is like when the government does...
He's still talking.
The Easter egg thing on a Monday. Why can't they do anything right? You've been given a
don't want it.
deadline. You've had 10 years to get it done. If you can't get it done, you don't get to fly.
I do kind of agree with it. If this is the rule now, and you've had this long, and you knew this date was coming, come on. You can't fly now.
I mean, it's been 10 years. Everybody's license is expired within that 10-year frame, right? So you had to go back and get it.
Well, yeah.
I don't understand.
Gonna fly now.
I hate that song.
Speaking of flying, the director of the
Oh, yeah. Motivating.
I just can't
encouraging.
win today.
the director of the Art Institute of Chicago. Do you have a song about that before I move on? I don't want to cramp your style.
Listen to this.
I'll ask again. I'm going to keep asking until someone answers me. What is wrong today?
Pat, you said you had
I'm
10
waiting.
songs.
You said you had 10 songs.
I got a million songs.
But you said you had 10 songs.
We just
so
want. We just want one.
I only have 10 stories, so I figured you might have had a song for that.
Is anybody? Are you going to heckle me this time? Am I being heckled?
The director of the Art Institute of Chicago is under investigation after he allegedly took his clothes off on a flight to Europe. According to CBS News, the police were called to a United Airlines flight from Chicago to Munich following reports James Rondow stripped on the plane. He had allegedly consumed alcohol and prescription medication before the incident.
That's the excuse they all go with
They all
now.
do.
If people want to see my body.
That's the first year in law school. If you've got a client that takes his clothes off on a plane, you have prescription drugs and alcohol every time.
I'm not selfish. I'll share.
The Art Institute confirmed the incident to a statement of USA Today, saying it has opened an independent investigation into the incident to gather all available information. Mr. Rondow is taking a voluntary leave from work pending the investigation's completion.
I would go with he's a art guy.
Yes.
I would say it was one of those what do they call it? Performance art pieces.
I was wondering if he was going to argue that.
And it's called "I'll Never Fly Again."
yeah.
It's called "I'm Now on a List."
How is he going to get home from Munich?
Um,
The news comes after a woman allegedly stripped naked on that Southwest Airlines flight back in March, and you'll recall that forced the plane to turn around and go back to the gate. Yeah.
This guy's all artsy fartsy. Maybe he could get up there and kind of start rubbing himself up to some lady and go, "Hey, I'm an artist. They call me Wanksy."
Yeah, you like this?
Huh? Hey, give it a
Wanksy.
Give it a yeah, Banksy.
I know who Banksy is, of course.
Pat, you got a song about this?
Well, my bag is dragging on the ground. Took my clothes off there in the lost and found. Christy wants a song, so I'll sing for her.
Thank you.
But I had nothing before I wrote this, and it's still quite nothing now.
You're not gonna. I'm stripping on a jet plane.
Yeah.
I'm stripping on a jet plane. Drop it.
I said no more heckling.
I'll ever get back to work
How about fly
again.
me while I moon?
Oh, that's
everyone here on the plane.
That is so much better than anything. Hey, buddy.
No, it's pretty true.
Hey, we're now boarding. If you're in the A group and you're wearing clothes, you can get on the plane. Those of you that are taking your clothes off, please wait here. We'll get the police.
Should we have a naked airline where you can just get naked if you want?
They did.
Did they do that? I thought they did that.
They did a nudist thing. once.
They did?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Well, they do the nudie cruises.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Pat, were you on one of those nudie cruises as an entertainer?
Yes, one time I was. It was crazy.
Oh, well, won't you take me on a nude cruise?
I got that.
Ooh-wee, baby.
2003, it was called Naked Air.
No.
Yeah, apparently they flew to Miami.
Shouldn't it have been called Derriere?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they really ruined it.
Germany launched a nude airline in 2008.
Yeah! That's because we are the fun people.
Oh,
you
my
like
gosh.
my bratwurst?
They
By
show
that I mean
everything.
wiener.
They are not, you can see the people on the plane.
Oh, shucks. I can't see any wang.
Well,
So, I mean, what was it? So they were actually boarding the plane naked?
yeah, it's well
Very
documented that our friends in Germany have no problem with nudity. Now a travel agency is taking the country's love of naturism to the skies.
What's
the world's first nude airline has taken bookings from passengers keen to disrobe at 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
You got to be fully clothed when you board, though. That's kind of
Well, that's got to be part of the fun. You disrobe
Yeah.
on
But
the
no,
plane.
but think about it for a second. So you're sitting there in the aisle. So you're like right eye level.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Winky right there.
You know, Herr Schickelgruber walks by and
yes.
He's got the pubes Hitlerized.
Oh, I see you went with a Hitler mustache above your. Isn't that something?
Just shaved it in the sides.
Not known.
My little Fuhrer.
And then the ladies, of course, that's called the Klittler.
All right. I would have gone with Ava Braun, but
I would have gone with anything.
It's a Klittler. It's a Klittler, Josh.
Perfectly acceptable. I mean, what is the point? Can you imagine? You're sitting right there, all those derrieres walking by right there at eye level, nose level.
It's not the butts that I'm necessarily.
No, but if some guy goes in the bathroom, comes out, and you got to do a dingleberry check. The guy walks by. Who'd want to do that?
I'm assuming this folded pretty quickly.
It actually never took off. According to this, it says they had to cancel despite the popular flight. And it said that the firm organizing the trip to the Baltic Sea, it was a day trip, said it has second thoughts after moral obligations in the media and visitors to its website. So the 50 people with tickets would have boarded the flight in Germany, fully clothed, once the plane took off, undressed, and enjoyed the rest of the journey naked.
And I understand the pilots on this new airline had to be naked also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which made it very difficult to fly by the seat of their pants.
Oh, no.
He's having. You know
could
what?
have gone with cockpit.
He's having fun.
They didn't have any pants on, you see, Chris.
Well, we got it.
Yes. But in 2003, that flight from Houston to Cancun did go off, so to speak.
Tom, where did the naked pilots sit?
Oh, it took off from Miami for Cancun, carrying 87 passengers in the first nude flight.
The naked pilots, of course, sat in the cockpit.
Yeah, naturally, yes.
Thank you. Time now to check in with
Come to Me, Daddy.
Chick McGee.
Oh, it's Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. You know what moms want? Raycon earbuds. And then Father's Day's right up behind it. Dads want Raycon everyday
June
earbuds.
15.
And Raycon's 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. And Raycon has something, I say it's the work of wizards. It's called Quick Charge Function. 10 minutes of charging for your Raycon earbuds, 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons at this price point have active noise cancellation and all the vibrant colors and the 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. I've simply never heard of anyone returning the Raycons, but it's there if you want it. And right now, get up to 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom. Show us some love. That's 15% off site-wide. buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. That does make a great gift. And don't forget, it's coming up on Sunday. Also coming up in the news from the, it's, what does it say? Raccoons with a meth. Oh, this is terrible. Now we've got raccoons smoking methamphetamine.
Oh, no.
We'll be hearing all about that from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. The Christmas wish from the Red Baron coming up. There's Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold.
What of it?
Jeff Oskay. Tempers are running high here in the studio. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. You want to hear the Red Baron say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, but remind me why we're talking about this.
Because somebody, a guy outfitted a drone, and it looks like Snoopy flying his doghouse. And it goes up into the air. It's amazing.
And it really is high quality and hilarious.
Snoopy's head turns, and it's wonderful.
MetLife should offer that guy $50,000 for it.
Absolutely. And we all remember this. This is Snoopy versus the Red Baron.
By the Royal Guardsmen?
The Royal Guardsmen.
I love this. You like it, Pat?
I do.
But there was a Christmas version, and at the end, and they had Christmas bells during the entire song.
Oh, I do remember that.
And the Red Baron says,
Merry Christmas, my friend.
So the Red Baron is with his German accent.
A little, yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's nice. Bringing people together in the post-war world.
That's right.
Did you know the Red Baron was a real person?
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
Richtofen, I believe, was his name, I think.
Von Richthofen.
No, it was Morty. Morton von Richthofen.
Actually, no.
No, he slipped it by him.
I see.
He was
something.
very good. They couldn't
Christy,
keep him on the ground.
This is the look anything but this.
Well, before the break, we were talking about Naked Airlines.
Yeah.
Back in 2003, we had a flight. I know you've done a lot of cruise ships, Pat.
I have.
Have you ever done a naked cruise?
Carnival had me do a naked charter. Yes, they did indeed.
Really?
It was wild. Yeah, I stayed in my room a lot. It was a little scary. It wasn't the kind of people you wanted to see naked. And then, some others that you did want to see naked. It was very, very unique.
So,
All right.
So how many people were on board that were naked?
Pretty much, it was chartered, so it was everybody. It was
the entire ship?
Rondell Sheridan and I were the only, clothed people.
I love Rondell.
We were the comedians, yeah.
What about the crew? People working?
Oh, no. They're fully clothed, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you look out into the audience, and everybody's naked.
Yes.
So that's what they tell you in speech class if you're nervous about public speaking, right? Isn't that what
picture them all naked.
Picture them all
Or
naked.
various states of undress, just tops off sometimes.
And towels are important, right? You're supposed
Very
to put a towel.
important, Yeah, in the theater, yeah.
Ice towel down.
This account from USA Today suggests it is an annual event.
Oh, okay. The nude charter?
Do you have a problem with performing in front of naked people?
No, it was kind of fun. It was really unique. You could have a lot of fun with it. They're very fun-loving people. They were all drunk and having a great time, very comfortable. They laughed at pretty much anything racy. I mean, it was a real easy crowd.
Oh, here's
I even wrote a song about it. Want to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a picture of it.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
The headman Fitzgerald.
The headman. I'm not even.
No, don't.
You know what?
Don't.
No. He is on one today, and I don't know what he's looking for, and his brain will go, that was a good show. I don't know what he's trying to reach, but he's having a good time.
Do people have to carry towels around?
Yes, if you weren't busy looking that up.
Said that.
I just said
what
that.
Chick said. Yeah.
Sorry,
I just effing said that.
Looking up the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Old man naked on the bow of the ship. Bare-ass lady, you can read her lips. Oh, volleyball in the buffets be flowing booze.
Oh.
Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Boobies, ooey baby, coochies,
Coochie.
hairy ladies, butt cheeks, ooey baby. Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Couple having dinner at a nice little ship cafe.
Oh, nude cruise on the nude cruise.
Didn't want to be mooned as they dine on creme brulee. But they got it anyway. Oh, naked badminton, flying shuttlecocks. Family of 5 waving from the docks. Nowadays with internet, the kids are on shock. Woo! Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Boobies.
Ooh-wee, baby.
Coochies.
Ooh-wee, baby.
Butt cheeks.
Asses, baby.
Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise?
Woo!
Oh, thank you very much, Patty G.
Were there more shaved or
Nude Cruise
unshaved?
by Petco.
More shaved or unshaved? Half and half.
Now I have 2 technical questions. So if you're nude, do you still wear shoes?
There were shoes, yes.
I bet flip-flops.
Because those decks get hot.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn your feet.
You don't want to hurt your feet, too.
If-
You said decks get hot.
I did say decks.
Now, do you wear a watch, or do you just let guys lie down and use them as a sundial?
Okay.
Judging by the fact that the shadow is crossing his belly button, it must be noon.
Do you wear a watch on vacation? Come on. What's
course he
wrong with
does.
you?
He's got to know what time it is.
Yeah, I have
On
to.
vacation?
I have to wear a watch at all times.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's sexy time, which we have coming up. In just a little bit.
Sexy time.
What happens when the whore looks at her watch?
You don't want a clock watcher.
Yeah.
That is an insult.
Whores and therapists should never look at
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
I yelled at a guy once.
Write that down.
You yelled at a whore once?
Yeah, I yelled at a guy once, a therapist.
Oh.
For looking at the clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't they usually put it right over your shoulder so that
the smart ones do?
Yeah. So it doesn't look like they're
Oh,
looking.
I saw him doing this a lot.
Mine will go 10 over, 15 over.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. She's great.
What about the person waiting in the next room?
I'm her only patient.
She works full time for him.
I just meet her at an Arby's.
She's on a retainer issue.
I kind of don't know if she's
She doesn't have a
licensed,
license, but she's
yeah,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Very
She
good.
listens. She listens.
Has she ever sighed and said, "This again"?
No, but I love it. She gives me the business every now and again.
Really?
Yeah. She'll go, you know what you should try? And I'll go, no. I go, I do this. And she goes, oh, how's that working for you?
That's
You know
right.
what you should try? Maybe a different job.
I love her. I got really lucky. Yeah.
You love her?
You got to find one that you
That's what happens.
you like. Yeah.
Next thing you know.
Oh, no. There's
I
no
didn't love her like that.
there's no attraction. So,
Oh, I bet she loves hearing that.
I mean, it makes the sex kind of cold.
Has she ever seen your act?
No, she hasn't.
Do you ever do jokes from it?
No, I mean I've referenced like, oh hey, I kind of joke in my act about if it's something that I also.
I mean,
want to
if the
address,
opportunity arose where it was like the perfect spot for you to sound like a genius with a great ad lib that was actually from your ad lib from your show, I should say, would you do it?
No, I can't imagine that that's beneficial at all. But I know that a lot of comedians do that. Yes, we
they just can't wait for the opportunity to jump in with their
Right,
hunk about the dress barn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no interest in doing that.
Now, hey,
Can you
hi.
tell that story about your mom and the Chat GPT?
Yeah, coming up, I will.
Okay, right now I want to say hello. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, if you're just joining us. And, of course, this is the Bob and Tom Show. And we're going to get back to Josh was talking about Mother's Day. We were talking off the air about it.
Yeah, and I talked to my mom the other day. She called and was asking, because my birthday's coming up, and she wants to know, hey, what do you want this year and all this stuff. And then she goes, hey, have you heard about this AI thing, which is already adorable.
Right.
That,
She even asks.
Yeah. I said, yeah. She goes, did you know that with AI you can type in your stand-up material and it will give you better punchlines?
Wow.
I go, is that right, Mom? She goes, yeah.
Your mom.
Yeah. I go, so you think I need some help? And she goes, oh, no, you know what I mean, though. You could just put in.
I wonder if she did that. Maybe she took part of your act and
She
typed
said
it in.
she writes. She writes short stories.
Oh,
and
does
stuff.
she?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And so she said that she was
Sexual short stories?
I don't know.
Erotica?
I read one and it was more of like a mystery type thing.
Okay, all right.
So, but I wouldn't put it past her to get a little saucy.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah, I don't really want to read her. Yeah.
I read my dad's when I was a kid.
I
You
know.
guys that.
Yeah. And
Written on a yellow legal pad in longhand.
how old were you?
12, 13, 14, along in there.
Was it effective, do you think? Was it good?
It got the job done, if you know what I mean.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it peculiar in any way?
No,
It was relatively straightforward.
I remember there was someone picking up a hitchhiker, I believe.
Was it publishable? Could this?
No.
Okay,
No.
he wouldn't have had a
Well,
career.
I think I'm not sure that the literary standards for porno are all that high.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, would this have been saleable? Interesting.
I have a couple of my father's short stories that were all written about his home, his boyhood home. They're very sweet. I read them actually at his
Were
funeral.
they like semi-autobiographical? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
He wrote them from the
What
heart.
was his hometown?
Pennington Gap, Virginia, is a small coal mining town in Virginia, and they listen. I get a lot of listeners from Pennington Gap. Actually,
So
reach
titles
out.
like "Hot Love and the Gap."
They're not
Right,
porn
right.
stories. They're
When the
they're
Canadians-
not.
Did you say,
Hollering from the
did you say
holler.
hot love in the gap?
Yeah. I thought we were talking about porno.
no,
So
we
you're not-
were talking about our parents writing stories.
I
is what-
wasn't listening.
Once you go black lung, you'll never go back lung.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back over there. We have the Silac Insurance News Desk starring Christy Lee. Have we missed anything?
An American tourist in Rome was impaled while trying to climb a spiked fence at the Colosseum to take a photo.
Don't climb spiked fences.
According to the multiple Italian news outlets, the unidentified 47-year-old was found hanging on the metal bars at the Piazza del Colosseo. He had reportedly pierced his spine on the fence
Oh, no.
and had been screaming in pain for over 20 minutes before paramedics reached him. After he was sedated and removed from the bars,
I
the
wanna be
man was
sedated.
transported to a hospital
24.
where he underwent surgery and received more than 80 stitches. No charges have been issued, but it is possible he could face penalties related to tampering with historic landmarks.
Man, what's he doing?
An American tourist.
Of course, yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
That place,
Impaled. You don't hear that word that often.
through
But
his
it has,
spine.
but it has kind of a Roman feel to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Sure, especially at the Colosseum.
Colosseo.
Coliseo.
It's pronounced Calahuya.
I don't speak Italian.
Now, I have a
Piazza del
technical
Colosseo.
question. This is kind of a philosophical question. If an influencer dies, but there's no video, did it ever happen?
Oh, that is a very, yeah. Let's noodle on that.
Yeah, you got to think about it.
Yes.
Undoubtedly.
If an influencer dies, do they go ahead and put up the video?
I don't think they do. I know that we've seen last photos or whatever.
Right.
Like the selfie that was taken just before they took one step over the edge.
Just before the guy waved at the camera while on top of the building.
Right.
And then the wind hit him just the right way. Wow. Impaled in front of the Coliseum.
And nobody helped him for 20 minutes?
I mean, but who's going to jump?
you?
Who's going to go up there?
Yeah, like hang on, I'll make a call. I mean,
They have photographs.
paramedics
All the photographs are from a distance.
What if I go up there and try to help him and I get impaled? Where does it end?
It looks like this. It looks like this fence is maybe 10 feet or higher.
Oh boy!
So
I was just
it would
there
be hard
this
to
summer.
get up there to get the guy off.
Was it in front? Was it inside the Coliseum? Can you tell?
These photographs, it's outside the Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
And you can't. The guy is not showed being impaled.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want to see
They
that.
do have the thing where they feed him to the lions later.
Oh,
yeah,
he
that's
doesn't recover.
Yeah, well.
20 minutes.
Coming up, Josh, a story for you.
What's it about?
Robots.
Oh, robots.
Robots.
How long is that song, AC/DC song, For Those About to Rock? That's kind of about the Coliseum, right?
Absolutely. But back in the old days, yeah.
We salute you.
4 minutes.
For those about to die, we salute you.
The guy could have listened to it 5 times while writhing in pain. I'd like to give it a little bit of a little classic rock touch. Oh, you're welcome. Right now, I want to say hello to my buddy Steven Singer at Steven Singer Jewelers because he is going to help you for Mother's Day, Josh. Among the many gifts you could get your mom, how about one of those great roses from Steven Singer Jewelers? Those roses are the ones dipped in 24-karat gold. I'm thinking today may be your last shot. In fact, I'm officially telling you this right now. Free shipping. This is the last day if you want to get it in time for Mother's Day. You got to order it today by 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. I'll say it one more time. Free shipping, of course, from Steven Singer Jewelers. But in order to get it to you in time for Mother's Day, you're going to have to do it today. So tell your mom you love her. Maybe get her some nice jewelry, those beautiful At-Last bracelets, or one of these roses dipped in 24-karat gold from I Hate Steven Singer. These are roses that are going to last forever. So nothing says I love you like real, authentic Steven Singer stuff, like the 24-karat gold-dipped rose and those beautiful bracelets and earrings and real diamonds. Steven Singer specializes in real earth-born diamonds. That's all he deals with. And don't forget those great upgrades you can do if you got her some great earrings last year. Now you can upgrade them and get your full value of the first set. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, robots in the news, and the entire town is getting high. We'll have to get one of those. Maybe, Pat, you can do one of your marijuana tributes. How about that? We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
App.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, I'm Chick McGee, and Tom. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and I've realized that Josh might be about 60% evil. Do you agree?
Why do you say that?
I'm not saying all evil.
Yeah, many things are hard to quantify. I would have gone just over 50, but
yes.
You're saying 60 or 65?
And he hides it so well.
Yeah,
He's
he
so
really does.
Sweet,
Yeah.
great
Hey, so anyway, let me
demeanor.
ask you about this uncomfortable topic.
Yeah.
I will poke.
Poke. Yeah.
Josh, I hate to single out a favorite, but do you have a favorite evil villain in? Because you watch more horror films and films of that ilk.
Oh, it doesn't get much better than Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he's pretty creepy.
The intelligence, the creep factor, the
success, the
Only
skill.
someone else had been in Jodie Foster's role, that would be the perfect one.
Oh, she's great in that.
I think he's incredibly watchable in all those. Yeah.
I think
How many were there?
The best is 3. I think.
3?
2.
3 with him. Yeah.
The villain in Mission Impossible, Philip Seymour Hoffman, was in 3.
He's as chilling and evil as
he is. Of course, it seems so real.
Yeah.
Which one is he in?
Part 3.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
And it's you know how some villains you have fun with. This one you're like, I don't want to be near that guy at all. I also the one that was voted the most evil by professional psychologists. was, they said that he absolutely nailed it. This is what a purely evil person would be like, is Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that's
They said that is exactly how a lunatic is.
That convenience store.
No
with
conscience.
the quarter.
Yes, yeah. Zero emotions
Empathy.
regarding anything.
You don't have to do this. That's what everybody says. Okay.
I never saw that movie. What was it?
Oh,
about?
Yeah, you don't want to. No, that's fine. Go watch Mary Martin and Peter Pan. Or
Great movie.
If nothing else, a very bad haircut.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's just part of the creep factor.
That
too.
even makes it
very important, I think.
He pulls the guy over with the cow thing. Can you stand still, sir?
Yeah, I know.
Can you? And the guy goes, yeah, okay, I'll stand. Clang. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Video is going viral that shows a humanoid robot turning on and attacking factory workers.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, Josh, your dream has come true. According to Jam Press, the incident occurred at a factory in China where cameras captured 2 workers observing the robot while it dangles from a crane on the factory floor. The robot suddenly begins to flail its arms erratically before lurching forward and dragging along its stand as the men try and avoid getting hit. We have the video if you'd like to see it. Here we go. If you're watching on YouTube.
The robot's hanging from a crane, as you said.
Yes.
These 2 guys are trying to make some adjustments. The arms go up, and it starts
Oh, my gosh.
flailing at them.
It's flailing
and chasing them.
with such speed and strength.
Oh, yeah, and it's huge. We should point out it's humanoid, but it looks like it's 8 feet tall. Or
Yeah.
something.
That scientist is terrified.
Yeah,
they're
and they're trying to grab the thing. And,
It concludes with one of the men flanking the angry automation and dragging its stand back into place in an attempt to stop the
We can't have
raging
this.
robot.
We're doomed. We are doomed.
Whatever they're doing, stop. How many more warnings do we need? How many?
and where was this?
What nuts?
Yeah, but
It
now
was
I
in
can
China.
have a cheeseburger. It automatically gets made.
Right. It's not worth it.
What are you talking about? This is great.
He was not happy about being hanged like that, was he?
If that one of that robot's arms would hit that, it would have cut his head off.
Right off.
Down the middle, not off.
That'll
down
teach
the middle.
That'll teach the
was
guy.
terrifying.
That'll teach what guy?
Well, the Chinese guy.
The engineer?
He brought up tariffs. Next thing you know, very pissed.
You rascal. You.
You are on one today.
Don't
Can we see that
do
again?
what I do as I say.
I'm not the only poker in the room, am I?
Yeah.
Who was that Australian breakdancer?
Ray Gunn?
Ray Gunn. Maybe that's what the guy was trying to do.
I don't know, but that was terrifying.
And you're right. Those things they're metal and they're flying at the guy.
Yeah.
Knock it off over there.
I
Stop
don't want to
it.
throw you under the bus, but isn't it time for our history lesson?
Oh, okay. What day is today?
And speak
Today
for
is
yourself.
May
I'd like to
7th.
throw him under a bus.
I, for one, how about we do history and then throw him under the bus?
Guys.
How about that?
Give me a second.
Oh, of course he's
Okay.
prepared.
Now I'm searching for wit in the room.
Is that right?
I'm going to warn you, I had a glimpse at it earlier. There's not a lot going on this day.
glimpse of it. I
I'm privy to all the early information.
I've got everybody doing it. I've never been happier.
Okay, I got a couple things here. 1789.
Fake news.
That time never existed.
Nope.
The first presidential inaugural ball
Told you.
was held where, Christy?
Philadelphia. New York City.
You know,
New York City is correct.
You've hosted those things, right? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In fact, I've heard you've handled all the policemen's balls.
That's right. Exactly.
That's how you get out of tickets.
That's an old Dangerfield joke. My wife handles all the policemen's balls.
Call them galas, not balls.
Galas.
You go gala or gala?
It's gala.
That
I
depends.
say
Are there gay
gala.
people there?
Okay.
Did you say gala?
I say gala.
Somebody say something else.
Well, Christy was right. Not a lot of how about this? 1824, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony premieres.
Well, that's a good one.
That's not the dun-dun-dun-dun. That's the fifth.
No, the fifth. Fifth of Beethoven.
The disco version? That was a big hit.
Tom, what's brown and sits on a piano bench?
You got this.
I know
Yep.
this.
Oh, you know this.
Beethoven's.
Seventh movement.
Last movement.
Last movement.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Beethoven's turn.
Third instead of the third.
Yeah, that'd be.
You know what? That's funnier.
Beethoven's.
You know what?
A piece of poop left by Beethoven.
Beethoven's Turd Symphony. They gotta.
Hey, Beethoven's turd. That's what we've arrived at.
Yeah. Well, of course,
I think we're about done here.
In today's world, it wouldn't be a debut. It'd be, hey, your Beethoven dropped this new symphony, man.
Oh, right. Nobody brings it up at you, and you're the only one upset by it.
Right.
Nobody makes you madder than you.
That's right. Hate that guy.
Come on in. The water's
Edvard Munch.
Oh, the Scream.
Yeah.
Recovered 3 months after being stolen on this date in 1994.
Who stole it?
It was stolen in
Thelonious
Norway or Sweden or somewhere. Where was it stolen? Denmark?
There
There was a book about it.
Yeah.
A couple pages.
Is that the one where the guys just walked in and grabbed it?
I think so.
Nothing for me, thank you.
It was in Oslo.
I'll take this.
Yeah, Norway. I was close.
Okay. All right, what else have we got here? This is a good one. Explorers discover a silver ingot of Captain William Kidd's treasure near Madagascar in 2015.
Well, you saw a better history thing than I did. You've got good ones.
Yeah, famously they peeled off the silver and there was chocolate in there.
Oh, they really
absolutely delicious. Okay, here's a good one. Happy birthday to we call him Peter, but it's Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky.
Don't do that.
Look, you got to pick an accent. That
Yeah.
wasn't anything what you're dealing
Wilhelm
with.
Tchaikovsky.
The composer of
The Nutcracker.
Swan Lake.
Of course.
The earlier work, The Ugly Duck, not as popular.
Why are you telling us? Tell Tchaikovsky the news. You know what that's from?
Roll over Beethoven.
I just wanted some acknowledgement.
Roll over Beethoven.
Tchaikovsky, of course, at Starbucks, you get the chai latte or the Tchaikovsky.
It's been so long since I've seen you drunk. Are you drunk? You're absolutely loaded.
How about this one?
Alpo is celebrating him also with Puppy Chow Chaisky.
Puppy Chow.
Are you drinking out
You
of
know
his
what?
glass?
You might want to put that in AI.
He's a Puppy Chow.
He's a dog that bowls on Thursday night.
No, Puppy Chow Chofsky.
Yeah,
that's right. It's there. It's there.
Here we go. Christy, you know who this was? Born in 1909. Edwin Land.
No, I have no idea.
Huge in the world of kinky sex.
He teamed up with some guy from Polaroid, right?
He invented the instant camera.
The Polaroid Land camera.
Yeah.
Have you seen? He has a nice butt. Have you seen Land's End?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh my God!
Now we're doing bad retailing.
Oh my God!
Hey, don't you slam Land's End? They're great.
I had a great shirt from Land's End.
Okay, how about this? There's a good one.
I don't like those big stripes. What are they doing?
1933. Happy birthday to the late Johnny Unitas.
Ooh.
Oh, he played football, didn't he?
Of course.
By all accounts, just a bastard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Was he a Baltimore Colt? Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, but why didn't they name him Johnny Football? At least he was good. Get that going.
He was the heat there for a long time.
Yeah.
Him and Ray Berry.
Breckin Meyer, actor.
He's in Rat Race, right?
Yeah. In one of the funniest scenes. The slow motion scene of that monster truck about to hit. That makes me laugh so hard.
Great movie. Oh, yeah. Love that one. And lastly, is it pronounced 80, Bryant? From SNL?
Yeah, 80 Bryant. Yeah.
Like it's pronounced like A-D.
A-D-Y.
Like
A-I-D-Y is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled here, but it's pronounced A-D.
She's cool.
Like
No, it's pronounced 80.
Oh.
It's not A-D.
What happened in 2000 A.D.?
Oh, no.
What am I doing?
After death?
What'd you start?
I blame myself for this one. I should just shut up.
That is just so silly.
Can we have Allie call it 9?
Do the whole last
Because
hour. I know.
we're getting nowhere quick.
Tell
Thank you very
Tchaikovsky
much.
the news.
That pretty much covers everything except the really sad stuff.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Okay, thank you very much. That's enough of that. We got more. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com.
Walrus.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. And if you've listened this morning,
Poor thing.
My God, thank you.
I think
thank
you get some
very
sort of
much.
some sort of government funding.
Talk with FEMA. You get a check somehow.
It's
free cheese or something.
It's Section 8
Because
day.
as natural disasters go. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
And there's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair within the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Jeff Oskay's here on the ones and twos. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Is it still called Section 8?
What?
A psychotic episode?
No, where you get to live in an apartment
free
for
housing.
free. Yeah.
I thought Section 8 was Klinger.
Is that? Okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
What are we getting?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. We certainly appreciate your being here, and
Especially today.
Yeah, we're going to check in with Christy Lee, and we hope whatever song this is, whatever story this is, Pat has a song about it.
Do
That's
you have
all
a
I'm
song for any of my stories left?
Just read your stuff.
Well, someone's being difficult.
He's an artist.
He gets these before I do.
Here's the thing: you ask me, and then I'll check with Miss Ross, and then we'll proceed.
Okay. We're going to talk about iPhones. Do you have any stories about songs about iPhones?
I do, of course, yes.
Now, in Miss Ross's defense,
Yes.
you didn't say, would you do one of them?
A skydiver whose phone flew out of his pocket at 14,000 feet discovered his device survived the fall. Skydiver Casey Flay had forgotten to secure his iPhone 13 Pro
Show
Max
me the way. I'm Casey Flay.
before his jump, and it popped out of his pocket after he leapt out of the plane flying over Devon in the UK. Upon reaching terra firma, the 37-year-old tracked his phone to a forest 4 miles from where he landed and discovered it survived without a mark on it.
Siri, sadly, was killed.
Oh, no. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, drop it that far. Right?
Yeah. She's not.
Poor thing.
Are you trying to make us believe that there's a little person inside each phone named Siri?
There isn't?
I don't think so.
You'd be amazed what they can do with China. Not to mention the one in my phone is like the Frank Caliendo of little people. Do all kinds of voices, accents, different languages.
How about that?
How about that?
But what's amazing to me is the guy, he found the phone.
Well, he had to find my phone. It would beep. I mean, you would be
How
able
does
to
that
track
work
it.
anyway?
Yeah, you don't know what
Oh
Find My
God.
Phone
You
is.
don't know what Find My Phone is?
Let me ask you,
greatest.
what do you think?
If you don't have your phone, how do you find it?
You use your computer and you pull
We
it
had
up.
to tell you about AirTags.
Yeah.
Well,
And
AirTags,
then
that's
the computer,
different, though.
The computer tells you where your phone is. It'll say, let's say I left my phone at Chick's.
What?
And it'll go, your
hell's going
phone
on
is
there?
at...
You mind your own business.
Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah,
this guy
address.
had to go get an iPad or something to find his phone.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it just doesn't.
Because he didn't have his phone.
It would be different if you weren't asking seriously, okay?
Right.
Well, I had Find My Phone. Well, have you signed in on another device? Well, no, I have Find My Phone.
So I could take anybody else's phone and sign in and.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That's how they find it.
What I like about this story is this is the first time I've heard the word dropped used properly.
Oh, you gotta get over this.
You know what?
I don't know if he had a case on his phone, but the brand of case that protected the iPhone that survived a 16,000-foot drop from an Alaska
Murder was
Airlines
the case.
flight has finally been revealed.
So this is a different dropped iPhone.
Yes. The company known as Spigen posted that the phone was housed in its cryo armor case when it got sucked out of the plane, fell to the ground in Portland, Oregon. The company also posted a screenshot of a message it received from a friend of Quang Tran, the phone's owner, who shared images of the unharmed iPhone 14 Pro Max in its case.
Do you remember the Bugs Bunny cartoon where they throw a penny off the Empire State Building and as it's falling, it speeds up, you see Lincoln start screaming.
Yeah. He starts yelling.
Okay.
So it's a Spigen?
Yes.
I would have thought
A Spigen.
Otterbox.
Otterbox?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm seeing a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, yeah.
The Spigen Cryo Armor on sale at Amazon for $22.99. That's not bad.
Oh, it's not good. You got to spend at least $50 on your case.
Really?
I agree.
It's on sale.
No. Good cases don't ever go on sale.
This says Spigen. I had it here. It's ordinarily significantly more expensive.
Like, no.
All right.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's like, it's $64.99.
Oh, yeah, that's a good price.
The Spigen Cryo Armor, it's called, but it's on sale today for $22.99 on Amazon.
Wow.
Spigen sounds like a
German manufacturer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like a flightless bird from Australia.
A Spigen?
Oh,
They're endangered?
No, they're extinct.
Oh,
they found the bones of a Spigen. That are a toilet brand.
A Spigen?
Oh, I guess you got the Spigen 3000.
Oh, that'll flush.
It can squirt boiling water on your a-hole.
Well,
Boiling
no wonder they're
water.
not selling well. Nobody.
Oh, boy. What are the lawsuits going on with that?
you're just not going to stop today, are you? You are just doing everything. You beat everything. You know that?
Sorry.
An Ohio woman facing drug charges after authorities say her pet raccoon was found with a meth pipe.
Stop right there. Just a pet raccoon already. You're going, okay.
Yeah.
Redneck.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with either.
Well, you were.
It's in her car.
I didn't get that far. Hang on. The Springfield Township Police Department said the unusual incident began when an officer, conducted a traffic stop after identifying a vehicle whose registered owner had an active warrant and a suspended driver's license.
Yeah, she's a dirtbag.
She's got the big three.
55-year-old Victoria Vidal was detained without incident, but things took an unexpected turn.
Gore's girl.
When the officer returned to the vehicle.
I doubt it.
Yeah, there are a couple reasons why.
What was it? A chipmunk? What was it?
He returned to the vehicle
marmot?
and then saw a raccoon named Chewy sitting in the driver's seat with a meth pipe in its mouth.
Chewy, I told you.
Well, if Chewy is doing meth, Chewy got no teethy.
Yeah.
Although
Officers were compelled then to search the vehicle, which turned up methamphetamine and crack cocaine.
I would not mind watching a video of a raccoon on crack.
She now
I'd watch that,
faces
see what
several
happens.
charges. No, you wouldn't.
Sure, I would. Yeah.
She faces several charges now related to drug possession, in addition to driving under suspension.
Animal endangerment.
Yeah. Really.
Oh, that animal's never been happier. High on
Probably
crack.
You should see it go through a garbage can. That is sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
Yeah, if you get pulled over with a raccoon in your car, I'm pretty sure that gives the officer a right to search your car.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're nuts.
We know you have meth, man.
Stuff's going on. Yeah.
Well, it's actually, now that I think about it, wait a minute. The raccoon could actually light the meth for you because they have a little thumb. They could
even
operate,
hold the crack pipe.
Yeah, they could operate a Bic.
Yes.
Chewy, light up my stash. What do you call it, by the way? When you
He's looking at you.
He'll
Jeff.
try
Why
to
are you
ask
looking
you.
at
Wants to know what
Jeff?
meth is called.
Rock, ice.
Oh, shoot. Just knew.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
we have friends that are police.
And let me know when that package for me comes in, will you? Yes, sir.
I mean, the poor little raccoon doesn't take the meth, though, right?
I hope
No, it
not.
sounds like it.
I don't. It had a pipe in its mouth.
Oh,
They'll
God.
eat anything.
That's terrible. I can't get my dog to take pills without wrapping them in cheese. She's got a raccoon that firing up a crack pipe.
Ugh.
So depressing.
Yeah, it is.
The only way to get cheered up, I think, now is with a little bit of sexy time.
All right.
What do you
Let's
guys
do
think?
it. Come on over here.
What else you got coming up, Christy?
Well, we have marijuana in the news and Mount Fuji, not Fiji. That would be different.
Yeah. That's,
Fuji and Fiji are different.
Gala, not gala.
Yeah. Potato,
Mount
not
Fiji?
potato.
No, I just drink it.
Would you rather go to Fiji or go see Mount Fuji?
I'd rather go to Fiji.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've never had any interest in going to Asia. I know that sounds crazy.
Why? You'd be like a Wilt the Stilt there.
Yeah, I know. Probably. If I go to Japan, I'm going to be tall.
He thinks they're little native people.
Right.
Running around.
He thinks they're
on Fiji.
pygmies.
They're pygmies.
No, he's talking about Fuji. I'm going to Mount Fuji. in
He
Japan.
thinks
Yeah, I know. He
Fuji-
thinks
he thinks that whatever you're
Asians
talking
are shorter
about,
than you.
He thinks they're tinier than you.
Asian
No.
children are shorter than you.
No, Christy, you'd be
I'm the size
you'd
of
be
an
worshipped.
Asian woman.
Oh,
I'm the size of an Asian woman. Odd Tinder profile sentences.
I got a joke I can't do.
Actually, I'm thicker.
You know what? I don't know why you don't do it today.
Done everything else.
You've done everything else.
Yeah.
I've been a little sideways. Speaking of, Okay. You know something?
You're right. You couldn't do it.
Sometimes we all need to get sorted out. Coming up, of course, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen right now. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about mental health and about accessing therapy in a much simpler manner. And a lot of progress has been made with this particular program. In fact, there are some 30,000 licensed therapists serving people all over the world. Millions of people are taking advantage of this. What I'm talking about is actually doing therapy online so that it's a lot easier to access. It's also less expensive as a general rule. This happens to be Mental Health Awareness Month, so we'll encourage everyone to take care of their well-being. And I know Jim Irsay from the Indianapolis Colts has sort of been leading the charge on something called Break the Stigma. And what it's all about is understanding that therapy is a very useful tool, and there's nothing negative about it. And you can work on whatever you want to work on, positive coping skills, setting boundaries, whatever you might be needing. If you've been thinking about therapy but have been shy about doing it, BetterHelp makes it a lot easier to access because, like I said, it's done online. You take a little form, you fill it out, and you'll be matched up with one of those 30,000-plus licensed therapists. You can do the therapy at the convenience of wherever you want to be once you get it scheduled. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional fees. See what I'm talking about. Get all the information by visiting BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And again, the /BT Show will knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we're going to fix more problems with the world with romance with Sexy Time. And Allie Breen. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi there. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy and Pat and Jessica Alsman and Josh. And
hi.
Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick. Welcome back, Tom.
I was conferring with one of the bright people on our staff.
Those are hard to come by.
Yeah. It was so engaging. I thought, no, I've got to go back in there.
You have cut me to the quick. I don't know how.
I believe it's now
I'll
time
survive.
oh, look at how gorgeous she looks today. And she's not at her normal. Are you in Florida?
No, I'm actually down at Fox Studios today. I have to tape something for them in a little bit, so I came down early.
Because you look tan.
I am tan. Yeah, that's actually from New York a little bit. It's been really warm.
Nice.
Okay. We're talking
and
with
Florida, probably a combination.
We're talking with Allie Breen, comedian, and Ms. Breen can be reached at your favorite social media platform and location. ALLIBREEN. What's this all about? It's about helping people with their love lives. Let us begin, Allie. Do you have any good letters?
Oh, yes. Dear Allie, I have been married to my husband for 3 years. We're both divorced, and he has 2 kids who we have on the weekends. One of his kids told me that she walked in on her mom and dad making out. I confronted my husband, and he said, oh, she's just trying to cause trouble because she's been trying to get out of coming to our house on the weekends. I have no idea who to believe or what to do. Any idea?
I say,
your husband.
Yeah, give your husband the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
She's a smart girl.
Yeah.
She knows how to stir it up.
She does know how to stir it up.
Man.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of playing your parents against each other.
This
My
is
God.
like the anti-parent trap, isn't it?
Right.
The opposite?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants her parents to be making out. That's what she's seeing in her head, but that's not happening. I don't believe that's happening.
Yeah, what's so unpleasant about being at his place?
Apparently she doesn't like her new mom, or bonus mom.
Or, yeah, you just want to hang out with your friends at that age, and getting shuffled to your parents
That's
isn't
true.
fun, probably. But
Yeah.
that's a way to go for that.
The stepmom probably makes her scrub the floors.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how today's kids are.
Yeah.
More
Clean
chores.
out the fireplace. Yes.
This is the stepmom who wrote us the letter.
Which was the letter? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can't fix this one. Next.
Dear Allie, I'm recently divorced, and I've been in a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship. I'm loving it. We meet once a week for some fun, and I help pay her rent and buy her some fun stuff. It's been really great, but recently it seems that she always has her period, and I've been giving her the same, but I feel like in this situation I should be able to pay her less since I'm not getting the same in these circumstances. How do I bring this up without sounding like a jerk?
I don't think you bring it up. I think you just start giving less.
Yeah.
Wait, every week she's having her period?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah,
She may be dying.
This could be just your regular internal bleeding.
Yeah.
These could be organs on the way out. I'm not qualified. Maybe I wasn't paying enough
This
attention.
is the sugar daddy writing the letter. He's talking
and
about his girl.
he doesn't want to pay her.
Because she's not giving up.
She's not giving it up. Yeah.
I would recommend towels.
I mean,
hang on a second here. I think we were in some new territory.
Yeah.
But I don't. He may be fine with that. She's saying, "Hey, I'm on my period. I don't want to have sex."
And I know exactly how to do the presentation.
Uh-huh.
You're going to go to a costume shop.
Well, this is going to be good.
The key is Japanese flag.
I knew it. Yeah.
No?
So you're convinced they have a Japanese flag at a costume shop?
No.
No.
That you're going to need a World War II era. Never mind.
I think you can pay her whatever
the
you
Japanese
want.
flag.
Right?
Yeah. Just you don't have to bring it up. Just first off, it's a little weird to be telling this guy, "Hey, the amount of money you give her is directly related to the amount of sex she's
Right.
giving you."
You might be in a prostitute John.
I mean,
situation.
yeah.
This everything about this is really unpleasant.
Yeah, is this blood money now?
But she can't be on her period every week. That's physically impossible.
No, I mean, at the very least, she'd be dizzy.
Yeah.
Bring it up out of pretend concern. Like,
Yeah,
honey,
yeah.
Are
Are you sure you weren't
Like,
shot?
I should go to the hospital. Yeah.
All right.
So maybe she's trying to get out of the deal.
Of course she is.
I mean,
No, she wants the money. She just doesn't want to have sex with the guy.
Right.
Yeah. She wants to get out of that part.
I say get out of the whole thing. Find somebody who really
Yeah,
wants to
there-
have sex with you.
There'll be others. Believe me.
Yeah.
or
Oh God.
you get a calendar from her, and I think I'm correct. Is there not an app?
Yeah.
Of course, there's an app.
Many.
Of course there's an app.
There's an
yes.
app for this, so she
Absolutely.
could log on, and then you'd look at your thing and go, "Oh, hey, sorry, it's Zelda this week. You're off duty, Candace."
Oh, so now he's got more than one.
Yeah, he's got a
Hey,
rotation going on.
but
Yeah.
it's not going to affect the payments.
I guarantee she has a rotation. Like, I bet she has a couple of sugar daddies.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like this guy cares.
Oh,
He
well.
only sees her once a week.
I've stopped caring. What's the next letter?
Yeah.
I agree.
Dear Allie, I've been dating my boyfriend for 6 months. I met his family and I really thought everything was great. His mom, however, keeps trying to set him up with one of her friend's sons. I'm obviously upset, and he says his mom is just overbearing, but clearly this means she doesn't like me and doesn't want me to be with her son. And this is the guy I think I want to marry. What do I do? Do I kiss up to the mom? Do I get mad at her? Do I make my boyfriend intervene? Any ideas?
Are we in a gay relationship here?
What made you think that?
Because she said son. She's trying to fix her boyfriend up with a son. He said my boyfriend, and his mom keeps wanting to fix him up with a friend of her son.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
Isn't that what it says?
Think so, though.
Yeah, but what if a friend of her son is
a woman?
A woman.
No, I thought she said
I thought she meant one of her friends.
one of her friend's sons.
The son of one.
Oh,
of
okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, maybe
she's
it
trying
is.
to make her
I
son
mean,
gay.
if you
Maybe.
but I mean, if you think we're unqualified to discuss heterosexual relationships,
Yeah.
now we can go into territory we really know nothing about,
Right.
and give even more bad advice.
Right.
I just say
I
in
mean, did
general.
I hear that wrong?
I feel like it's a typo. Like
Well,
that's
but
weird,
either
it
way, I
doesn't
think
seem-
the same answer. You just go about your business and do what you have to do. And
Yeah.
you don't have to pretend to be somebody else in order to make mom happy.
Exactly. I would kind of not worry about
Yeah,
the
she's
mom
probably
at all.
never going to be happy.
That was
be my
wonderful advice, Tom. That
Yes.
was delightful.
I have it every once in a while.
from the heart.
Yeah. Although there wouldn't be a period problem were it a gay relationship.
No.
You got that going for
There
you.
could still be bleeding.
Yeah. Well, maybe in the beginning.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
You didn't think I could have a comeback, did you? Well, aren't you fancy? Allie, what are you doing on TV today?
Oh, Oh, they do these do you remember shows where it's like talking head things where it'll be like, do you remember, 2009? And they, give you a bunch of things to comment on.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It'll be like me and Kennedy and a bunch of talking heads that go in and do their stuff.
Kennedy, the newscaster, not Robert F. Jr.
No, Robert F. Kennedy.
No.
I love Kennedy.
It'd be the newscaster.
Are you wearing a bathing suit?
No, I'm wearing a tank top.
Okay,
bathing suit.
Yeah, one of those 1930s ones that Curly used to wear.
I do all my Fox appearances in a bathing suit now.
Yeah, right.
Hey, they got good ratings. Now I know why.
I'm trying to make my mark.
Okay. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and we're hanging out with comedian Allie Breen. The show is called Sexy Time. Allie, what do you got over there?
Dear Allie. Oh, here we go. This is apropos. My girlfriend wears a thong bikini that I always thought was incredibly sexy, but she's gotten pretty out of shape, and now it's actually kind of embarrassing. There's a lot of cellulite back there, and it's not very cute.
Oh, my God.
Should I buy her one of those skirt bikini bottoms, or is that too obvious? What do I do here? Wow.
You're lucky you have a girl that has confidence to actually still wear it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing, sir?
Horrible.
God.
No, just stop going swimming. That's fine. Right? Forget it. We're going to do something else. Go
Move to Nebraska.
Horseback riding. Move up to Canada.
Bowling instead.
Perhaps.
I'm not interested in even talking to you.
He wants to get her the big old moo-moo skirt to hide her butt.
Or carry a towel with you.
That's horrible.
Wrap her up in a towel. Not a big
Probably be easier to do seesaw stuff.
To do what?
What? Be on the seesaw?
Be on a seesaw.
Unless you're afraid of heights. You're going to be up top for a while. Is
Seesaw.
that what you're
is a
suggesting?
seesaw?
Because she got big, like a teeter-totter?
Teeter-totter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you talking about? You have any
He just
idea?
thinks it's funny that a fat person would be on a seesaw.
She has dimples on her butt. She's not
Killing
necessarily
him.
cute.
Yeah, exactly.
All women have cellulite.
And you
Get over
say
it.
you're implying that she's heavier than he is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I bet you're a stud.
I want to
sir.
tell all the women out there, most guys I don't think are bothered by cellulite.
No.
I really don't.
No. Yeah.
Look at Godwin over there. Hates.
And most guys love the phone no matter who's wearing it, I would think.
It's funny, cellulite is that's the name of my phone company.
You can't comment.
Tom's cut off.
Yeah. Even Allie's had enough of you.
Yeah.
Are you? I asked you this earlier, and I don't think I got an answer. Are you drinking?
I know.
He's been drunk for 2 hours.
I've had very little sleep.
I don't think any of us want to give you any advice, sir. None of us like your premise.
Yeah. If you don't love her, get out.
Yeah.
Give her a break.
Don't shame her.
No, not at all.
I hope she wears a smaller thong bikini.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's really awful. Yeah. Let's not push it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you know what.
The new from Muffin Top, the bikini. Let's move on to our next letter, Allie Breen.
Dear Allie, my husband went on a work trip and he came back with what he said were bug bites all around his junk. I demanded that he get an STD test and he flipped out on me and said, how can I not trust him? We're in a huge fight. I don't know what to do.
Well,
what kind of STD would give you bug bites?
They look like bug bites, so maybe crabs
Like
or
a
genital
rash.
warts or
Yeah, herpes.
I'm not sure.
That's like a
Does it
rash,
look like? Does it
isn't
look like bug bites?
And how
I
would
don't
it
know.
manifest just being gone that quickly, right?
And why would it just be located in the genital area?
Exactly.
Would it be razor rash? Like you?
That's
No.
what it sounds like. It's more razor rash, but
Get
so
the
maybe
if he
is
doesn't have
actually-
anything to hide, why would he not get
Exactly.
the test?
That's what I just go get the
Get
test.
the test.
But
Not a big
she's,
deal.
she's saying common STDs that may resemble bug bites.
Here we go.
What do we
Herpes,
got?
scabies, syphilis,
Oh.
something called shankroid.
Doesn't Shankroid sound like a character?
Yes, yeah, I am Shankroid.
From the Jetsons.
Something called molluscum contagiosum.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
You know what? That's really contagious.
So, ma'am, you have a good reason to suggest maybe
Yes.
he should get tested.
Jeez. Are those like medieval sex diseases? I've never heard
No,
of
I mean the
those.
herpes is number one. They say that causes small red itchy bumps that might be mistaken for bug bites.
Oh.
Ooh.
So-
Oh.
Does he shave down there?
Well, if he hadn't before,
Because, I mean, it
that's
could be
another reason
razor
to probably
burn
be-
or whatever.
Yeah.
Could be, but
Right, but I don't know. Get to, stick your
cheating.
ground.
He's cheating.
Just don't put out until
Yeah,
he gets
God, don't
tested.
touch him.
Yeah.
What work trip is getting mosquito bites around his junk?
Yeah, what was he doing?
Fishing naked?
Yeah,
At night?
trip.
Unless you work for off, that's probably not happening.
I'm just making s'mores with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mondor said, why don't you spread honey down there? It'll keep the bugs away.
No joke. Who goes on a
Well, the new honey flavored off don't work.
I told you.
Smells good, but don't work.
Oh my gosh.
We're speaking with Allie Breen, comedian, and she's going to be on the Fox TV. When is that going to be airing, Allie?
They do them on Fox Nation, actually. So there's already a few of them out, but they don't really have air dates. They just put them out there, and I think you can find them. I don't
Do you know
if
what
anyone
year
has
you're doing?
Fox
It's
Nation.
celebrating Do You Remember, and it's a certain type of.
Yeah, no, I actually don't know till they give me the script today, because they do like 4 or 5 of them at once, and
Cool.
whatever they haven't had enough for, they'll give you when you walk in.
So do you ad lib that, or do they script it out for you?
You kind of do both, because they need you to say like a certain amount of information that they just need on there, and then they have you ad lib some stuff as well.
Fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because whenever you walk into the room, it's like Geraldo has been walking out, or like Joe Piscopo. Like there's always some people walking in and out of the room.
Do you?
So yeah, they're fun.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Johnny Dangerously with Joe Piscopo? It's
Never.
underrated and great. Next time you see
Really?
him, tell him, go watch the movie. It's terrific. He's
real funny. In it.
Really funny in it. Okay, I'm sorry. We have time for one more letter, Allie. And again, you
Dear
can. You can reach Allie, ALLIBREEN. Sorry, Allie. Go ahead.
Dear Allie, I really love my boyfriend, but he's very irresponsible. He has a child from a previous girlfriend, and whenever he borrows my car, I'll get a ticket in the mail. Or
Is
he'll
it
get
signed
some
Pat
kind of-
Godwin? Or
It's from my girlfriend Paul.
sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead. He does. What happens?
He gets tickets in the mail, or she does.
Yeah, from him, or he'll get into some kind of accident. He just got kicked out of his apartment, so he's staying with me.
It is me.
And I would actually like to live together, but am I inviting in a total disaster, or maybe can I change him with a stable environment?
Oh yeah, you can fix him.
Here we go.
Fix him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
How many have tried and failed, Pat?
They've all failed, baby.
He's a fixer-upper.
Can I change him? Really? That came out of her mouth.
Yep.
Honey,
Everyone
no.
thinks they can.
Oh, yeah.
There's a certain charm to being irresponsible and incapable of doing adult things as an adult. It wears off very quickly.
Yeah.
What's the average? About 3 years?
It used to be 5. It's down to about 8 months now.
Allie Breen is lovely.
As you get older, yeah.
Allie is a beautiful woman. She is a comedian, and you'll see her on Fox Nation, you say?
Yes, Fox Nation.
You can also see her on
I'll try to post if I find out how to find them.
on OnlyFans at ALLIB. And once again, Allie Breen on your favorite social media platforms. It's always a great pleasure, Allie. Best of luck with your show.
Thank you, Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Allie.
Good to see you.
You too.
Bye, Allie.
Bye.
I got a love letter here about Java House, and people are trying it out. Java House is the revolution in coffee, and it's not just coffee. I got to make that clear. We've mentioned that Josh's favorite from Java House is the hot cocoa. Java House is all about getting rid of that Keurig machine. This is a pod from Java House.
Yep.
It's a little bit bigger, like just a hair bigger than one of those ones you put in the Keurig type machines.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to put this in a machine.
Nope.
It's called peel and pour. You peel this thing off right here. You pour it in, and voila, you've got your coffee or your tea. I'm a big fan of the iced tea, or maybe one of those energy drinks, or something for your athletic endeavors. If you'd like to have a hydration drink, see what I'm talking about. Visit the website at javahouse.com. And by the way, if you'd like to purchase some, of course, we'd love to have you do that. You use the code Bob and Tom, and you'll get 25% off of your order. Once again, it's a revolutionizing coffee at home and, of course, coffee at the office. I want to say a special thanks, by the way. We had Office H2O install a beautiful water system here. I just got some, you can get what do I want to say, fizzy water.
Yep.
You can get hot water. You can get room temperature water, whatever you want. At Office H2O, it's a great system. We don't have them lugging around all those big bottles of water anymore. So those work perfectly with our Java House Peel and Pour pods. I highly recommend it. Give it a shot. JavaHouse.com. That promo code is Bob and Tom. Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show, and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, we still have a couple of interesting news stories, including one I think we have a song about, Pat, involving getting rid of millions of dollars worth of cannabis. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello, Chick McGee.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Jeff Oskey on the ones and the twos. I don't think anyone says that anymore. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
We have a special surprise coming tomorrow.
Oh, good.
So be hanging out. You'll see what it is. Can't say any more. Leave it right there.
Why do you do that?
I like people to be anticipating what it is.
You don't find that some people might be irritated?
No, not at all. Okay. Let's just move forward here.
Disappointed?
We have Christy Lee.
See, that's my point. Zero of these surprises have worked out where we've gone. This is a great surprise.
True. We have a surprise tomorrow. Frank's calling in? Okay. Cool.
Okay. Frank Caliendo, huh? That's a surprise, all right.
This is someone you don't know, something brand new.
Howdy Doody's going to call? Okay, all right.
Howdy Doody.
Right here, Mr. Doody. I love that song. This is Howdy Doody.
You know your audience, don't you, Chick?
Now, Christy's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. We haven't covered everything. This is an important story.
Researchers of a Turkish town were outraged after authorities burned 20 tons of confiscated cannabis and got the entire population high.
Yeesh.
Awesome.
According to Turkey Today, the massive drug disposal operation sent thick smoke billowing across the town for days.
Now, Turkey is the only country named after a food, right? Chili. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Chili.
Yeah. Isn't Chad a type of fish?
No, that's shad.
Oh, okay.
I was close, though. You had me.
Yeah.
Huh.
Officials are...
There has to be another one.
You would think.
You got of course, you've got your Swiss cheese.
That's not Swiss, isn't a country.
French fries.
It's not called Switzerland.
It's not Switzerland cheese.
Not the topic at all.
So you're saying
You're on brand.
Turkey.
There's a hungry.
There's a bologna.
There's no France fries.
There's a soup.
Soup in the Netherlands.
Yeah. There's chili.
We covered chili.
I said chili. You know what the problem is? None of us are listening to anybody else.
Would you?
No, God, no.
Okay, sorry. So what's happening in Turkey now?
Officials arranged the drug packages to spell out the word lice before setting them ablaze. Lice is the name of the police drug unit, apparently. The town of 25,000 felt the effects of the burn, with locals experiencing symptoms of intoxication, including dizziness, nausea, and hallucinations.
Dizziness, eh? The Greek god of feeling lightheaded.
Dizziness?
Yes.
No, the Greek god of the tilt-a-whirl. Dizziness.
Doesn't he make an appearance in Lysistrata?
Yes.
The guys come out with
He's
their erections.
one of the soldiers.
Yeah, they're all high. What's cool? There's a photograph of There it is. They spell out the word lice.
Whoa.
That's like the word police, I guess. But notice they've done the Ohio State thing. If you look carefully, they've dotted the I.
Well, yeah.
We have a little extra pot left. Just not the eye.
And apparently it burned for days.
That's what it says.
Jeez.
Oh.
They did the same thing with meth one time, and then the whole town started stealing everyone's catalytic converter.
What do they do with it here?
I have no idea.
Take it home.
That's the old. I mean, that people think that. I don't know.
Among the many reasons I'm not a policeman, you bust into some place and there's millions of dollars laying out in cash on a table. Are you kidding me?
It's got to be real tempting not to take
Like
one bundle.
A handful and go about your business? Are you out of your mind?
You're not going to miss a bundle.
No.
Do they
They don't have
incinerate it?
any idea how much is there, do they?
Do they bury it? What do they do?
I don't know. We need to talk to a police officer.
Okay.
I bet our buddy Todd knows.
I'll have to ask.
Yeah.
You know, I've done some research. I don't think Todd was ever a cop.
Really?
Oh, no, wait. It's the other guy who claimed he was a cop.
Yeah, the other guy claimed.
Or if there's a cop named Todd,
really was a cop.
it's got to be in like southern Florida, like in Miami Beach. Todd, Officer Todd. I believe that.
The internet is roasting a tourist spot in China that painted the summit of a small hill white to mimic Japan's iconic Mount Fuji and charging customers for a visit. According to the South China Morning Post, the attraction, dubbed Universe Fantasyland in China's Hebei province, was advertised as offering a fairy tale atmosphere with a snow-capped mountain, a sparkling lake, vibrant green grass, a wooden cottage, and a white horse. Visitors, however, reported being scammed by a modest hill painted white that spurted out artificial pink smoke from its summit. One visitor remarked the hill was not worth the $13 ticket price.
So it's a fake.
It's a fake fantasy land.
Fake Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Eiffel Tower in Vegas or whatever.
But it's a hill that they just put fake snow on?
So it's Mount Fuji.
They painted it white.
Yeah,
I
it's
like Mount Fuji.
Fuji, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you did this story because of Fuji, didn't you?
Well, Fuji, of course. I'll ask
Of course.
Miss Alsman. Do you know who Fuji was in American television?
I do not.
Of course
There's
not.
no reason.
I know the Fugees.
No, that would be way too current.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a band, right?
But don't they spell it F-U-G-E-E?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Fuji, F-U-J-I.
Mm-hmm.
Fuji, of course, was the POW.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
In McHale's Navy, the very friendly POW.
Happy to be there. The prisoner of war.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Loved
They
them.
treat him like a mascot.
Yeah, he was more of a mascot. It just
More
shows
of a propaganda item.
it just shows that after the war is over, we can get along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really learned a lot from that
As
show.
long as you know your place.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
And then, of course, you developed the blimp, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much. We certainly appreciate your being here. Big surprises coming up soon.
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
We are in the O'Reilly.
Don't fall for it.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Former MLB All-Star Sean Casey, a.k.a. The Mayor, keeps hitting it out of the park.
Take my 30 years of experience. Take the wisdom and knowledge I've learned from the failures when I got sent down my rookie year, all the injuries I had to overcome. Your mind is the most important tool you have in life. Be relentless. Keep charging. It matters how you talk to yourself, how you look at the world. That matters. We talk about that. I don't know. I'm fired up. Baseball's back, and it's going to be incredible. I love it.
The Mayor's Office with Sean Casey from Believe.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.